one. Hello, everyone, and welcome to the party. Today, we bring you a new game, and there's a story behind it, and I'll tell you why. I am Sean, your Dungeon Master for the evening, and I will be running us through A Storm of Four, a Prince of the Apocalypse campaign. So sometimes you need to be able to admit when you're not super well and can't handle the load you've put on yourself and can't continue doing the creative things you were doing before. So I have chosen to run a new thing, and everybody was super cool about it. And they were all like, it's okay, we can run something different. And so now we're going to run something different. And that something different is A Storm of Four. I came up with that name today. It sounds all right. I don't know, I might change it. Okay, so if things look a little hackneyed, it's because this whole thing happened in 24 hours. We're also testing out closed captioning for the first time with like a lot of people today. So we've got that going on as well. And so it should be a fun game. I hope everybody's kind of made new characters. We're starting at level 1. And my lesson to everyone is if you don't feel well, feel free to admit it because your friends will be awesome to you about it. That is my lesson for the day. I am Throck, your Dungeon Master. A couple of things before we get into introductions and whatnot. Don't forget to check out our amazing sponsors at Welcome to the Party. Or no, that's us. Don't forget to check out our amazing sponsors at Roll20. They're actually who we're doing our module through here. They're the finest virtual tabletop on the web, and they have a great store for you to find all sorts of amazing things to run your video games. Role-playing games. You can get a link to them. What is it? Like roll20.net, start WTTP. Click on the thingy and sign up for a free account. It's great. Don't forget to check out Tabletop Loot, our fine dice sponsor, where you can go and get 15% off your next purchase of dice using the code WTTPDICE. And of course, So Nerdware. So Nerdware is the merch sponsor for Welcome to the Party, where you can get sweet-ass shirts like this one, except yours will be the right way around when you see it, on the self-chest. And you can get 10% off your next purchase there at checkout by using the code WELCOME. And with that, let's go around and say hi to our peeps who are playing tonight. And we're going to do a little bit more of an introduction. Why don't you also tell me who you're playing, what their deal is a little bit maybe, who they are. We're going to start with Jack.
Hello, everybody. I am CapJack, or at Captain J Cross on the Twitters, and tonight I will be debuting the one and only Victor Inksmasher, who is a tiefling goblin-trained artificer. So this will get interesting.
Yes, Than. You are muted.
I'm sorry. Okay.
It's okay.
Hi, I'm Than, and tonight I am playing Ro, who is a human druid, and he's so happy to be here.
Hugh Drew? Is he
What?
Hugh Drew?
Yeah.
Is he? Sorry.
A
Meg!
Hugedrid.
Hi, I am Meg. Y'all know me at this point. I am playing Penelope von Berland, and she is a high elf and a fighter.
Chris!
Hello, everybody. The Chris Herzog on all social media, Judo Killer here on Twitch. And today I am playing Caracas, Bully Basher, the Masked Revenger. He is a half-orc barbarian.
What?
Yeah. Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
Okay. You might be fired, but we'll see. You might be fired, but we'll see. Who knows? We never know until you're fired. Smurf!
I am playing Kavi Silvias, who is Than's younger sibling, who is a adopted Lightfoot halfling rogue, who is a master baiter.
That actually translated into masturbator. Yeah, and it did the same thing for me. Yay. First day with closed captioning. Yay. All right. And last but not least, joining us for the first few weeks of our game, at the very least, we have Iago, Don.
The man of many pronunciations, it seems. Hello, everyone. Yes, I will be a guest star for the next several weeks, and I will be playing Lysander Ferex, a bard who thinks he is much more heroic than his stats say.
Which is the best way to play. All right.
Always.
Anything else we need? Oh, yeah. Every 500 bits or tier 1 sub gives the team a reroll. So yeah, you should do that if you feel so inclined. You don't have to give all the 500 bits. If it makes it way to an integer of 500 through bit donations, we get a reroll for the team. Yay! Anything else? Nope, that's it. Okay. Who's ready to play? No one? Okay, sweet. No one. All right. Thanks for coming to the
We're all
stream,
raising our
everyone.
hands.
I know.
You caught me mid-drink.
Yeah, you're fine. All right. So if anybody wants to listen along, I'm currently listening to the Witcher 3 soundtrack, and that's what everyone on the stream can hear. I will have a full soundtrack sorted out probably by next week. But let's start playing. I have a whole thing written up, so I should just read it. Just north of the great port of Waterdeep is the Desserin Valley, a relatively lightly settled region of caravan towns, isolated homesteads, and uninhabited wilderness. It's a quiet, hilly backwater littered with ruins from times past, where the winters are hard, but the monsters no longer prey as much as they used to. One of the only true dangers these days are from the Uthgardt barbarians, who make their homes in the hills north of Red Larch. Both large settlements in the region, Triboar and Red Larch, see hundreds of caravans passing north and south every year, to the greatest ports, like Neverwinter, or inland destinations like Everlund. Moreover, the Desserin is the breadbasket of both Waterdeep and Neverwinter. The farms and pastures of the area produce grain, livestock, poultry, apples, and hops, and then ship them downriver or drive them down the long road to the coast. It's a sleepy valley none of you ever expected to visit. But by your own means, you found yourselves part of the great and ancient tradition of truth seekers and secret keepers, the Harpers. Based out of Waterdeep, you underwent a few months of training where you learned how to keep secrets and be truth keepers and fight bad guys, but also the basic tenets of the Harpers, which are one can never have too much information. Too much power leads to corruption. No one should be powerless. And underscoring all of that is your mission to thwart tyrants, undermine any leader, government, or group that grows too powerful, and, moreover, aid the weak, the poor, and the oppressed. It is therefore that your first mission for the Harpers is to seek out information and set up a small cell overseeing the goings-on of the Desserin Valley. You are expected to operate out of the small village of Red Larch. Strange rumors are afoot in the Desserin, and you've been asked by your handler to meet up with the Harper agent Endrith Valivo. Endrith runs a general store called Valivo's Sundries near the southern edge of town and is expected to act as your guide for the first steps into service with the Harpers. Thus it is that your one-horse wagon creaks over the southern hills and into view of a small town nestled at a crossroads in the valley below. Red Larch appears to be a prosperous quarry and farming town as you ride in. Many of the buildings here are made from the local granite. One quarry actually sits just outside of town on the other edge of town. Perhaps 100 buildings call this place home, but you don't get much of a look at it before you stop the cart outside Valivo's Sundries, a general store with goods, barrels, and boxes piled high on its white-painted porch. You are here, your new home, and it's here that your adventure begins. Before we jump right into it, who do we see riding the cart? Can I get a description from everyone and maybe one thing on your short trip up from Waterdeep that everyone's learned about you? And we'll go in backwards order this time. Lysander.
Lysander is a half-elf. He wears his hair a little bit longer, though, in order to hide the pointed tips of his ears. Rather dark hair, shaggy. He's trying to grow a beard, but because of his elven heritage, it's coming in patchy as best as he can manage. He himself is at the front of the cart, rapier at his side, gambeson, immaculately well kept. Interestingly, it does have in the upper corner the crest of House von Breland.
Would anybody know in your group what that means?
Penelope is a von Breland.
Oh, interesting.
Ah, yes.
It's my last name, but you may not have gotten that from the captions.
Yes. So saith I, Mr. Ferrets.
Excellent. Smurf?
So Cavi is a little small for a halfling. Very, very slender, but very quick. Excuse me. He wears his hair very tightly kept, and has a fully clean-shaven face. Mannerisms wise, he always finds a shadow somewhere. He tries to stay out of sight, whether that's behind somebody's larger legs, but always trying to stay out of sight.
Cool. Caracas.
Caracas is a rather large half orc, about 6'3", 235, 240 pounds, very wide shoulders. Wears a thick green cloak over his shoulders, has kind of fur and hides kind of on the shoulders and around his loin and stuff. He carries a very large battle axe, and one of the things that the party would know of him is that he has a great disdain for bullies.
Penelope.
So I think that one of the things a lot of people will end up catching immediately is her attachment to Lysander. As they've been sitting in the cart for a bit, they kind of divulged that she and he are very close. She kind of took him in to raise him as a fighter. She saw him as a very spazzy child and was like, hey, come learn how to do that correctly. And she kind of just took him in and did that. And so they're very, it's very Jesse and James kind of a thing. They're kind of inseparable and they're kind of a team thing. She's very, very prissy. So she will kick ass, but as they'll probably later find out that like she doesn't really like getting her hands dirty.
Okay. Ro.
All right, so Ro is a large, similar to Caracas, about 6'3", 6'4", about 240, 250. Lots of muscles. Minimal clothing. Just pants, kind of a vest thing. Muscly, tattooed arms, bare. Think Khal Drogo. But he's just looks at everything around him with a sense of wonder, like it is the greatest thing he has ever seen. And it's almost like a childlike wonder. And he's never too far away from his little buddy Cappy, his little brother Cappy.
Oh. And Victor.
So Victor, 6'3", with red skin and black hair that's absolutely littered with rocks, twines, bolts, and other less easily identified objects. His horns feature a number of cracks and scorch marks that match the scored, torn, and many pocketed armor that he wears. Simultaneously, his hands are almost constantly fidgeting, and they hold either a tool or finely worked calligraphy quill to work almost simultaneously on an unknown trinket while muttering to himself in a number of languages. And something that everyone else would have noticed about Victor by now, Victor is not the most adept at civilized mannerisms.
Love it. So this, our strangely kludged together party of young Harper agents find themselves out front of the store where they're to meet their first contract. Endrith, I'm going to screw up his name again, Valaview, who is known to be one of the few Harper agents actually active in the Desserin Valley. Here, you know, you're supposed to speak to him, get an idea maybe of the lay of the land, and this is where you're supposed to set up. This is where you're supposed to try and create your own cell. You sit now outside of a kind of large general store. Every once in a while, you see a little head bobbing by one of the windows, and there's like a thump, 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 thump. There's all these sort of barrels and boxes. Like, it's not very well organized out front. You kind of have to, like, weave your way if you're going up to the front door. But here, I leave it over to you to tell me what happens next.
I think we should find this man. Valavo.
Yeah, hey.
Now let's find him.
I agree. Let's go find him. We must.
Where do you think he is?
somewhere in that direction. And she just kind of gestures to like the town itself.
This is his store.
Okay, well, in the store itself is just like, it's got to be in here somewhere.
I'm gonna go in, and then I go in.
All right. As you go in, there are like 10 kids running around in here. A couple of them playing with like flour that they're kind of chucking at each other, and then there's this standing behind the counter going, "No, you need to stop that. No, can you stop that? Hey, stop that over there, please. Come on, guys, stop it. Would you? No, not with the corn. Oh, hello, kids, please, for a second. Could you go back to your parents? Hi, hello. How may I help you?
You, Velvo?
Am I Velvo?
Velvo, yeah.
Yes, I'm Endrith Valivo. This is my store. What can I help you buy?
We would like to buy things.
Okay, well, I have those. Yes, I do. I have corn. I have cleaning instruments. I have everything you would need to settle a home for a few months at a time if you want.
I don't think he understands us.
Oh,
We were
Out
sent
of the
to
kids being
speak
trouble?
with you.
Oh, are you from Waterdeep?
Yeah.
yes, we are
Yes.
here to discuss things.
Oh, please, come in. Would you like some cheese?
Yes. What kind of cheese is it?
I only eat brie.
I don't have any brie, I'm sorry.
Damn it.
What is it though? Like, is it like?
I have
Cheddar
farmer's cheese.
or-
I'll take his part.
I have farmer's cheese and Swiss.
Oh, Swiss. Give me some Swiss. I want some.
I
You got
would
it.
eat Swiss too.
Yeah. I'll get some bread, and we'll sit down in the back. Hey, Bobby!
Bobby.
Watch the store. One of the older kids comes up and goes, "Yeah, okay. What if anybody comes in? Would you could sell them things? Oh, yeah, right, okay." And he goes behind the thing. And he looks like standing all proud, like, "I'm ready to. All right, come with me. We're gonna go in the back."
I've got this. I'm going to go over to Bobby.
Okay.
Place my hand on his shoulders.
Yeah.
The burden may be yours, but with great burden comes opportunities.
Okay.
And he just turns and walks away.
He looks
You were
over
so
at
close
Endrith.
to something profound.
Yeah, that was. I'm gonna. Okay, bye.
Are
And
the kids still running around?
a little bit, yeah.
They're so precocious.
Hey, you little things. Come here for a
What's-
second.
What's up, Horns? What's going on?
Hey, do me a favor. Make
It's
the
a little girl,
rudest
she's
sound
like
you
8.
can. Hey, all of you, make the rudest sound you can.
Bro farts.
Why?
That is a terrible sound. I never want to hear that again.
Why?
So great.
I felt like
Oh,
the
God.
Ewoks were about to attack.
Wow. I like all this pressure on the back of my head right now. Go on.
Victor takes a bolt out of his hair
Uh-huh.
and hands it to the children. Here you go. It'll repeat that now. And walks into the back room.
Okay.
Nope, it's still gonna keep going.
And all these hands start to like try and pile around it, and there's this muffled. As you all make it to the back room, Endrith is sitting back there at the table, and he's put out a nice little spread of cheese. There's some light beer. He goes. He closes the door. He flips over his coat jacket, and it's a green sort of thing. And he points at a little Harper's pin. You each have one of these.
Yeah, I have the
And he
same
goes,
one. Yeah.
Yeah, hold on. It's
where is it?
here. It's like in a knot of hair.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. Cool. Hi. So yeah. I'm Endrith Valivo. I'm your contact in Red Larch. It's nice to meet you. What are your names? He seems
I'm
really
Ro.
nervous.
I'm really glad to meet you.
Hi,
I've
Ro.
been here before. Is this? Do all the buildings look like this?
Oh no. This is my store, and I built it myself. A few years
That
back.
is so cool. That
Yeah,
is
thanks.
great.
You are very muscly.
Yeah, I've heard that before. It's pretty cool. Like it works for me.
I'm.
It's
Okay.
a family trait.
I can see that now.
I'm Caracas.
Hello, Caracas.
Victor.
That's it. Okay, hi, Victor.
Yes.
Hey.
What's going on?
I am Lysander Ferrex, and I have the pleasure of introducing her noble lady, Penelope von Breland.
Oh, Nobles, good. Hi.
Hello.
You're
I'm
gonna stick out a
Cavi.
little. Hi, Cavi. So of the 6 of you, you two, pointing at Penelope and Lysander, are probably gonna stick out the most. What with all the fanciness? This is not a fancy sort of town. This is
I'm
a.
sorry I own a brush.
They
Oh,
put
okay.
on new socks every day.
I don't own a brush at all. Look at this thing.
Well, maybe
It's everywhere.
Brush
Well,
just gets
maybe-
in the way.
maybe use it once a week instead of like every 3 hours, and you'll be great. I don't mean to insult you. I was just saying, if you're here to like blend in and like learn stuff, then maybe don't look like you're not from here.
I grew up in a town not too dissimilar from this.
Oh.
Believe me, it will be no issue.
Okay, good.
And I know my in and outs of a town, but thank you for your advice. I will definitely keep that in mind.
Sure. Because it's my job to like make sure you guys get paid and stuff. So you probably want to listen to me a little bit.
I
Okay.
appreciate it.
Okay. Welcome to Red Larch. We are here in the Desert Valley, which used to be a place where nothing weird happened, and now some weird stuff happens. Which is probably why they sent you out here. We mostly, as you know, get a bunch of caravans through here. The Long Road is one of the major trade routes up and down, kind of between Neverwinter and all the way up to the mountains and like Mirabar and south down to Baldur's Gate. And so we see a lot of caravans, and that's what keeps this place going. We also have some local stuff going on as well. There's some quarries just outside of town. That's why you see most of the buildings here made of rock. Bunch of farms. Got some good local beer. Good local cheeses. Not in season really right now, and the cows are kind of being
It's
weird.
okay.
How are the
Cows are being
cows
weird.
weird?
Well, they're not putting out as much milk as they used to, which is kind
Do
of
they
odd.
not moo?
Well, of course they moo. They're cows.
Well then,
What? Well, then what?
what's wrong with them?
They don't put out as much milk as they
Don't
used to.
they? And she looks at Lysander and is just like, what?
Okay.
Let him
Are,
explain.
are they mooing at a different octave?
Okay, let's not focus on the cows right now. Sometimes stuff just happens to herds. Let's focus on the bigger issues at hand. You need to start learning about the town a little bit. I would highly advise going to talk to the constable, Truth Miller. He's pretty great, and if you get on his good side, you probably will be able to be a little bit more accepted by the people here. They'll see you not just as like itinerant adventurers, but actually helping hands, because we get a lot of adventurers through as they're going other places and like to beat the town up a little bit, because we have like 2 taverns and 2 inns, and so they like to stay here on their way other places and get super duper drunk sometimes, and then yeah, and so you kind of need to prove that you're here for the long haul a little bit before anybody's really gonna kind
We're here
of
for the long haul.
So
Dude.
these drunks are a problem.
stuff. No, I mean they're here for a day and they get super drunk and then they leave.
It's
I
so
didn't hurt anybody.
Yeah, I mean they get in fistfights and stuff.
Where?
do they pick on the smaller people?
Well, they pick on anyone who's not like can shoot spells or is like really good with the sword. You know, common folk. They.
What is the name of these establishments?
Well, there's a couple of different places in town. If the fights kind of happen at the Helmet High Sun, which is the local kind of tavern. It's nice. It's good. I mean, the food's okay. And the other place is the Swinging Sword Inn. That's where a lot of people stay. It's actually right across the street from the Helm. And then kind of all the way at the other end of town, down the long road, is Mother Yolantha's, which is a big old boarding house. Kind of seedy, but cheap. And if people are going to get into scuffles, it's going to happen at one of those 2-3 places or markets.
Regardless, a tavern is usually, of course, my lady.
What? Why don't we go to Madam? I'm sorry. Where did you say the boarding house was?
I have it in my
Ah.
notes. Hang on.
It's at the end of the. Oh,
Yeah, hang on.
It's a small town. We can find it.
At the
Yeah,
end
yeah.
of the road.
Well, I mean, it's kind of yeah, you can totally stay there. Nothing weird about it, I guess. Mother Yolantha's.
Yolanthas. Okay.
Yeah.
Is Mother Alantha still alive, or is she
Yeah.
passed?
Yeah, she's still there. But here's what I would like you to try and do. I want you to gain the trust of the town. The town is going to think, and by the town I mean some of the people who lead the place, right? Like the constable, the lady who runs the inn is pretty great as well. She's a very helpful person. She may have something to talk to you about. Everybody's been really on edge because there's been some strange storms up in the hills. Maybe you can hear some stuff about that. But once I know that you're here and you're capable, we can start talking real business. Until I know you're capable, I'm kind of under orders not to actually give you the information I need to give you. This is kind of your final test of your training, is to prove that you can, be in a place, not be totally out of place in that place.
Rocker,
And-
she'll pass your test.
Good. I hope so. And not, be terrible people. Because Harpers are here to help people. And none of you thought we were terrible in training or anything. It's just kind of the final test is they give you a town, you settle in, you show that you can settle into a place and be a part of it.
So
And you
lie
do-
to lots of people, fool
That's not lying.
everyone, and get their trust. Okay, yeah, this works.
No. I didn't say lie. Did anyone say lie? I didn't say lie.
I mean,
It was heavily implied.
No, I actually expect you to stay here.
Yeah,
Well,
we're
if that's the
supposed to-
case, then we must go to Mother Yolantis.
Why?
Or,
I mean, sure.
In order for us to talk to her and to find some things out about the town, who better than somebody who takes care of the people of the town?
Sure.
Madam Penelope, you could just buy us a house.
I don't have the money with me, unfortunately. My parents have that
really
money.
good at blending in, yes.
Oh,
I would
Ruckus will
advise
need
going
headquarters.
to talk to the constable, Ruth Miller.
it's a good
He's-
name for the constable.
It really
I
is. It's
know.
almost like it was it's perfect.
I know it's weird, right?
Like he
Yeah.
couldn't have grown up to be anything else.
I know.
Right, like
It's
if
like
he
a
was an assassin, it would have
blacksmith
made
name.
no sense.
Ah.
But if
yeah,
he was an
Opposites,
assassin, then
it would be deceptive.
indeed.
But no.
See, it would be another lie.
You all are.
Ah.
I like you. You're gregarious. That's good. But yeah, you could totally go talk to. Hang on. Let me think of her name real quick because it's in my notes. There we go. Yeah, Mother Yolantha's. She's actually in charge there. Her name's Yolantha Dreen. And she's all right. I guess she's a little bit older. She smokes a lot. Is what it is.
I once knew a great cook named Paula Dean.
Hey!
Sure.
She used a lot of butter.
You
much
little
butter.
racist.
There's Kaylisa's a really great lady. She runs the Swinging Sword, which is the inn in town. It's kind of right there in the center of town. I'll poke it on the map for you. Boing.
Right, we have maps.
You do, and I should have pulled you over to it. I think
No,
you're in it.
I'm there. I just wasn't paying attention.
Yeah. And
Very in character.
yeah. Let's see. Who else should you talk to? Like, I'm just trying to think if you're gonna like meet the High Muckety Mucks. So the town, there's kind of like a ruling council, but I don't think you should meet them right away. I think you should wait on
And why not?
them. They're kind of weird.
Probably
And-
because most of us are very bad with people.
A little
I'm
bit,
excellent.
a little bit
Speak
bad
for
with people.
yourself.
Look at
And-
the, look at the
love
fancy. I mean, it's the fancy people. They
Jesus.
make people uncomfortable.
Yeah. You're all. I think you're going to be very competent. I think you're going to be great. I have all the. Oh, what's the word?
Right?
Insight check.
Okay. Hope in the
We need to
world
start
that
this
you will
test.
be successful.
I rolled a 4.
Yeah. He seems very nervous, but he seemed very nervous the whole time you've been here.
During the whole conversation about being competent, Victor's just picking his nose.
Yeah. Okay.
It seems like at the very least we have some direction between the taverns the constable and the lady who runs the boarding house,
Yeah.
there is a place to start here. I suggest we make do while we still have the light.
Yeah, and I mean, find yourself a place to sleep, because I don't have any extra beds, but we've got the boarding house, Mother Yolantha's, and then the inn, both of which have open rooms right now. And better you have them
What, you
fucking
can't see in the
adventurous,
dark when you go to do? Come on.
I just said I don't have any rooms. What?
No, not you. He said, make do while there's still light out. Just take a lantern
Oh.
with you.
Y'all are like...
My eyes
all over
work
the place.
perfectly fine whether the
As do
sun or
mine.
moon is in the sky.
I
Yeah,
think
they
you
don't
all
just
need to-
turn off when the sun goes down. Like they stay on. Like you can still
Yeah.
use them.
Oh, no, it just made no sense to me. All right, whatever.
Yeah,
The sun
see,
goes down, and so do your eyelids.
I mean, in
Well,
the
if you're very
first,
tired.
Okay, so all
Yeah.
in favor of going to Mother Yolanta's and the boarding house? Raise your hand.
Aye.
We're not pirates, dear.
Is this where the bullies that pick on people and
there,
fights?
there are no
No,
bullies,
no.
Caracas.
That's the
Oh.
other building.
Caracas,
That's
there are
at
no
the swinging
bullies.
sword. We won't go there yet, Caracas. It's okay. You're okay.
All right.
I think the safest place for us to start is at the boarding house.
Is there fights at the boarding house?
We
I
will
mean,
not fight at the boarding house.
We
just get
can
information.
probably fight a pie.
Oh, I could absolutely demolish a pie. That'd be
My
delicious.
lady, your breathing
know.
exercises. That's good. You're getting better.
You're very congested.
Would you like a lozenge?
I'm
I
sure
have
could
some
make
herbs
one.
and stuff. If you want to make a
hold on,
tea
let
or
me look.
something.
Move along, children. Let's go. And she just tries to shove them out the door.
I love your herbs, Ro.
I know you do.
After
They're
them.
they always work on you.
Make me
Can I
hungry.
just... I would like to... We are sponsored by Roll20, and I love them very much, but sometimes I just want I want to be able to outline my text. I just want to be able to outline it so people can read it. It's like graphic design 101, people. Okay, anyways. Outline your damn text. Okay, done now. Sorry. That's Valve of Sundries. It's a bit of a note there. Okay, so as you make your way up through town, you're on this kind of long road here in the center of town, right? It's called the Long Road. It's the big trade route that we talked about.
Accurately named.
Very accurately named. You make your way past a couple of interesting buildings on the way. There's what looks to be a smithy here, and then some sort of wagoneer, like wagons, and like, what would you call it? Not a sutlery. What are they called? A wagoneers, whatever, place here. I don't know why I can't think of the name tonight, but it's the wagony bits.
Cooper.
And Cooper, yes.
Duly noted.
Yeah,
Yes.
and then here's the swinging sword, which is the inn, and then the helmet high sun, and then here is
Son.
the boarding house. Mother Yolantha's. Nope, that's not it. Where's 4? Oh, and then you have to come around the corner here, and Mother Yolantha's is right around the corner here, behind the tavern.
That's a convenient location.
Yeah, it's a kind of gross-looking building on the outside. It's 3 stories made of kind of board wood, right? Like you would imagine you see in an old West town. Painted white. It's got a ton of balconies up the outside and outside staircases so people can get to their rooms without going inside. The sign for Mother Yolantha, it's kind of like this old brown board with like faded black writing on it that says Mother Yolantha's, and it's kind of sitting out the front of this sort of creaky looking old door with a couple of broken out pieces of glass that says Mother Yolantha's on it.
This good place for headquarters.
This looks like shit.
It's
Do
perfect.
try and be nice, Victor.
It could be the wood.
Well, no, I can
Be better.
fix it.
I'm sure you
But
can.
I mean, it just looks like shit. I mean, come on, it's broken, it's tilted, it just needs fixed.
Sometimes the tilted is the best view. There
We
you
can-
got it.
Eh,
we could genuinely offer your services to perhaps help this place, but for now, let us head inside and speak to the mother.
okay.
As you come in, you enter a raucous common room. There's a number of long tables off to one side and a number of like round tables off to the other. There's a number of folk in various states of, I wouldn't say drunkenness, but at least inebriation, eating their midday meals and being served by a number of serving staff. You hear somebody shouting from the back, and they sound like this. Hey, you! Get the food back there! Go on! Do it! That must be Mother Yolantha, and I'm going to work on that voice because it really hurts.
Use it from your belly button, dear. Use the air and then out through your forehead, not through your nose.
Out through your forehead. Right.
How does one breathe out their forehead?
I don't know. That doesn't make any sense.
You have to
at
put
all.
an extra hole in there.
Bloody hell.
No,
No, it does not happen.
no, you're right.
This tavern's hopping.
That explains why it's tilted if it's jumping around all the
Yeah,
time.
people should like settle down a little bit. Like,
Brother, you should go talk to that pretty woman over there. And do,
Okay.
and do this when you do it.
this?
Yes. You know, with the book.
Oh. Why would I do that though? Like, they're not the. Is that Mother?
No, you do not want to go after Mother. You want to. Never mind.
Yeah, Victor will walk over to the bar.
Hey, what can I do for you?
You're not the mother, right?
No, she's in the back right now. What could I? Is there something I can help you with?
Mother.
Yeah, do you need your sign fixed? It kind of sucks.
We'll get to it. It's fine.
I can just go fix it right now if you want. I mean, I'm here.
No? What do you want? I don't want anybody doing magic around this place.
Okay. Walks back to the group.
Caracas
I
will
don't want
approach
to
the
fix
bar.
sign. I don't understand.
It's a, 26-year-old dude with some, I didn't explain him, Victor, when you were over there, and he's got some, like studs, lining his completely shaved pate. Like, from his nose, there's, a stud. And then again on the other side.
Hot.
You have problem with fight?
We get some fights sometimes. Why? Oh, there's a
If
fighting pit, too, if that's what you're looking for.
No pit.
Oh.
Just see if you have problem with fight. Caracas solve problem.
Not in a couple days. Sometimes we get fights. People get drunk and stupid.
If they get stupid, I hear.
Okay.
Penelope just nudges Lysander and is like, go talk to them.
As you wish.
Ugh.
And when Lysander approaches,
Make
he
this so
puts a
complicated. huh?
Look, your
he-
group is
he
coming
puts a
over to
hand
me
on-
like... Okay, come on. What are you gonna say?
when Lysander approaches, he puts a hand on Caracas' shoulder and it kind of gives a pat and goes, "What I think my friend here is trying to say is that we are new in town, but we are looking to make ourselves as useful as possible. We were hoping to meet the proprietor of this place if we could."
Yeah, sure. Well, okay. Are you gonna buy anything, or do you need a room, or do I just need to go get the boss?
If you could go get your boss, please.
You can't just ask for the boss right away.
He kind of looks at
Did
you,
though. Like,
and he looks over at the rest of your group.
Lysander holds up a silver coin and says, "We could be very useful here."
He just yoinks it, turns around, and walks into the back. This old, incredibly thin-looking woman with kind of scraggly gray hair flying off the back of her shoulders and the top of her head, pipe coming out of her mouth, more of a mustache than I do, kind of this huge mole kind of right here, wearing a brown, it probably was at some time white, but is now just stained brown with age, apron over top of what probably used to be gray, but is now a cloud of stains. Working dress comes out and goes, "Hey, my bartender said he needed to talk to me. What do you want?"
Victor will run back over to the
Oh,
bar.
no.
Say,
Yeah?
"Hello, you absolutely beautiful, beautiful woman. You. How are
Like-
you? My name is Victor."
I don't understand what's happening here, brother.
What? Okay,
it's-
so real quick. Make a deception check for me real quick.
Oh no, he means it.
Oh, does he?
Oh yeah.
He thinks this lady's hot.
Have you seen Victor?
What?
Yeah.
Okay.
Victor likes, and Victor hung out with goblins. Victor loves.
Okay. Hi.
So persuasion?
No, it's fine now.
Oh, okay.
I thought you were lying.
No.
You're not lying. I'm not going to make you roll anything. What do you want?
Well, anything I can do to help a vision such as you, I am at your service. I am an inventor. I help. I make things. I could help fix that sign. It's a little crooked in those windows.
I don't want any magic in
And-
here.
I don't do magic. Magic is vulgar and cruel and crude.
Oh, you like a
I do
handyman?
science. Yes. I do
He's
science.
a good plumber.
Okay. Yeah, well, I'll give you like a copter to fix the sign.
Done. I'll be right back.
Okay. You're a strange group. Are you buying or you leaving? What's going on?
I have no idea, honestly.
We're not leaving. In fact, we're quite new in town and we're
Oh.
looking to stay for some time.
Welcome to town.
Thank you kindly. We know very little about this place, however. We were
Yeah.
informed that you, as a longtime resident here, could perhaps give us a bit of the lay of the land.
Sure, I guess. Well, this is my place. And you can stay here. It's 2 copper a night per person. It's a 6-person common room. We get some fights sometimes. I hope that's okay. It's just we got a lot of the quarry workers here and a lot of the farm hands from out in the
Fights
out-
you need not worry about any longer.
I can see you're very large. Yeah. Right around the way is the inn, or the tavern, if you're looking to just sit around and get drunk and not no square meals. They got a little bit of cooking. It's kind of okay. But it's not really where you get dinner. But it's pretty good. Yeah, that's where all the entertainment happens. The bard ends up showing up when he shows up in town. Across the street from that is the highfalutin hooty tooty place. It's where all the fancy folk go and stay. If you need anything, I don't know. We're just kind of a little one-stop town. Well, if you're looking for weapons, you go to Ironhead Arms or Tantra. I like Ironhead Arms better. Yeah, Ironhead Arms. There's also Tantra Smithy. They're fine, a little more expensive. There's the bathhouse right down the way, Halia's. It's pretty good. Yeah. And then of course,
A bath, like a whole house just for baths?
yeah.
You need this very badly.
What?
It's like a cesspool of gross. I wouldn't recommend it.
Yeah.
A bathhouse?
No, it's very clean.
I
No,
don't
it's a
trust
It's very nice
quarry
bathhouse.
workers to keep it clean.
It's not. Yeah. Okay. Miss Hailey is very nice, actually, and not a quarry worker. She's
I'm
pretty
sure
great.
she runs an incredibly immaculate establishment here.
Okay. Good.
I'm gonna go find out later.
Yeah, it's called Hylia's Bathhouse. And what else? Oh, we got a very nice bakery, Lawrence Bakery. Very good.
Do they have donuts at the bakery?
Yes, I think they were imported from Waterdeep about a year ago.
Year-old donuts?
No. I mean, they first appeared here about a year ago.
Oh,
Yes.
well, now that we
My
know the
lord.
canonical timeline,
Somebody apparently that's where they come from. I think they're very good. Yeah.
I've
What
heard
else
of
do
them,
we
but
have
I've
in
never
town?
had one.
We Gelkers, which is kind of an everything store. Oh, and then Talnar's has very nice clothing actually. Yeah.
And has the town been mostly quiet for the past few?
It's been a little
Cycles.
weird. It's been a little weird. Some stuff has been going on.
Like what?
So we've heard. Could you tell us more?
I don't have a lot. Because I mostly try and stay away from the rumors and stuff. But
that seems counterproductive for your line of work, honestly.
I feel up.
It's actually quite smart when you think about it, but I wouldn't trust you to understand. Would you happen to point us in the direction of somebody who might who might be a little more
Well,
involved with the people?
Mean, wasn't she?
there. Yeah. Well, the weird thing is, the only weird thing I know about, other than like the weird thunder and lightning storms that happen off in the hills, which, you know, lightning's supposed to be like white or blue, but now it's like purple and red and green and stuff, and it's really, that's kind of weird.
Green.
Yeah,
It
and
is weird.
every once in a while we get earthquakes, and we never got earthquakes before, so that's also kind of weird. But beyond like the stuff that happens because of the gods or whatever, there have been rumors about people hanging out by the quarry at night, for no good reason, like just watching over it. I don't know what that's all about. Brigands maybe thinking to steal stuff from town.
What would they want to steal?
I don't, well, you know, we've got stores. Market day's pretty big.
When you say people, is there a word of how many? Is it a sizable group? Or...
It's only one or two at a time, I think. At least that's what I've heard. I've never been out there.
Have these
very-
brigands been violent?
No, not yet. But, well, I know there's been some violence down the South Road, down the Cairn Road. I think there's some bandits out that way. Somebody came in and reported, that there was an attack on a caravan down there not a few days ago.
That might bear some looking into. As far as the quarry, it sounds very much, if it's only one or two at a time, surely that's nothing to worry about.
Yeah, I don't know. People see him going in and coming out. It's weird. Weird. I don't know.
If you say it's weird,
Some
it's
people-
probably weird. We can
I
go
mean,
look.
You know, like a little town like this has kind of a breath to it, right? It kind of has the way things are. Caravans come in and out. People come through, and when new things happen, everybody tends to notice.
Yeah, you would know better than we would.
Yeah, but I don't know much more than that. I got my hands full. This place is not the quietest place in town. People like to drink and eat and adult.
That's true. What do you mean adult? What? Oh.
Yep.
Oh.
Yes, my friend. Adult.
This is that kind of place?
I mean, we offer.
Ah,
on the side.
gotcha. Okay.
Yeah, how much?
No,
I'm sorry?
Kavi,
Well,
Kavi,
never-
don't know.
Never mind. Bad question. I'm
Okay.
sorry.
Now.
I'm terribly sorry.
I mean, no judgment. You've probably been on the road for a while.
So long.
Are you gonna stay, or do you need room?
Yes. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. We would like rooms, please.
We need headquarters.
Headquarters.
rooms.
That sounds
Just
awfully
rooms.
official. No business
Yes.
can be done out of here.
We need rooms.
He
This is
uses
not a
weird
business.
words sometimes. It's-
Okay.
Secret headquarters.
No, by
No,
secret
no.
headquarters, he means a large suite with multiple beds.
Yes, that we can just sleep in and do nothing else
Oh,
yes.
okay.
Maybe
well,
have a
Base of
blanket fort,
operations.
a pillow
for
fort.
sleep.
You had to bring the 12-year-old.
Are you all planning on doing some kind of like? What is your business in town?
No, we just need a place to stay.
Test.
We're tourists.
For now, we're moving.
Are you moving here, or where are you moving to? I'm a little worried that you want to do business out of my place. If you do
We're
business
all
out of here,
moving one place to another, if you think about it.
oh my god,
We are but interdimensional beings.
I love your character so much. Oh, this is
Oh my gods.
We're all but
Smack him.
stardust floating across the realm.
Luminous beings are we.
Okay,
My-
so here's the deal. I'm just gonna lay it out since y'all have a hard time expressing your needs.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Fixed your sign.
He fixed your sign.
That'll be one
He did-
copper off of your staying here. So you will owe me
Fair deal.
1 silver and 1 copper for the group of you to stay for 1 night.
Lysander pays. Lysander pays.
Every night is going. After that is 1 silver and 2 copper. If you would like morning meal, it is 2 additional copper per person per day. If you would like morning and afternoon meal, it is 5 additional copper per person per day. If you would like to
What?
use the local outhouse, it's an
You
additional
want-
2
oh.
copper per person per day.
My little guy here had a question. You probably can't see him. He's so small.
Yes, do it down there. Yes.
By morning meal, do you mean breakfast?
Yes.
What
about-
exactly are these meals?
It's food
Yep.
that we serve you in the morning.
What
Like-
kind?
Eggs.
Do you have
Eggs.
the donuts they were
Porridge?
talking about?
I
No.
love eggs.
Lawrence has the donuts.
Maybe we should walk to the donut shop and stay there.
I bet they don't have a
think
big
there's
room
beds
that we,
there.
yeah. We can sleep here and eat some breakfast and then maybe get some donuts later.
We can sleep on their pillowy dough.
That would be sticky.
All right, anything else need fixing?
Oh
This
no,
is
not
who
right
we
now.
get sent here with.
If you would, I do need to. Well, why don't we talk when it's just the two of us later, and we might be able to figure something out. If you want to help around and do like fixer.
I like these plans.
If you want a sticky pillow.
Caracas ready to help.
Oh my god.
It's not the worst deal I've ever had. It's fine.
Okay. Great. Payment, please.
Lysander
Money,
hands over
please!
Lysander hands over the silver and the copper.
Okay. So
Paid
that
for
will
all
be.
of it.
Do you want breakfast and lunch tomorrow?
I think we could probably make do on our own.
Okay. Do you want to go to the potty here?
Probably yes.
Okay.
Yeah, I've
that'll,
kinda got-
that'll be an
yeah.
extra 1 silver, 2 copper.
An extra
Wait,
one
why
silver,
don't
two.
why don't we
Wait,
want
just
to
for the
share?
restroom?
She did say 2 extra copper per person per day for potty privileges.
I could just go on the floor. It's fine.
I'm literally just gonna go around back and just.
That's potty privileges.
I will break us into the toilet.
I'm
You're
standing
not
right
supposed to say
here.
that out loud, Kabi.
I'm standing right here.
I mean, I'm a very noble.
So-
upstanding citizen.
Penelope just
So-
goes and pays for the outhouse privileges for herself and for Lysander because, like hell, is she gonna be caught dead with these two pissing on the floor?
Done.
Thank you.
I would at
welcome.
least go outside.
Let's
That's
go.
like fertilizer.
Just
Right?
You can grow so many nice herbs.
piss on the ground all you want. I don't care. Please just don't pee on our bedroom floor.
Lysander,
No,
like,
do not
overly
pee on the
exact.
floor.
Oh no, I meant like
Catch it-
right here.
Catch it in a
do
dish.
that.
I will make ammonia with it later. Makes
I'm not
Like-
gonna do that.
chemicals.
I'm a gentleman.
Be a gentleman, but save it in a jar, please. I use it.
And we're just ushering you dorks up the stairs. Just like, come.
Yeah, let's go to bed or well, we're not going to bed.
It's like
Well,
noon.
no, it's,
Yeah.
we have more
Just-
to do.
Take whatever you want and drop it off, and we'll come back later.
We'll check
Okay.
out our secret headquarters.
Caracas, this is not
Mr. Maracas, please, I need you to just.
If you keep saying secret headquarters out loud, it becomes a public knowledge, and it's no longer a secret.
The Harpers did train us for discretion.
Yeah, so we're
Lysander
not supposed to-
whispers.
like
Yes, we have to call it something secret, like the Fortress of Solitude.
Or
how
the
about we
back-
just say it's our room?
The rat cave.
Yes.
There are rats.
I hope there's not
I
rats.
hope
If
there
there's
are
a rat,
rats.
I will kill it and I will eat it.
We'll be lucky if we
Oh,
survive
we
a 10-day.
Leave me some bones. They're useful.
For what?
Do you know how many things you can make with bones?
0 things.
I can't make
That's just
anything
not
out of
remotely true.
My lady, can I interest you in a drink? Away from here.
What happens next? So you make your way up, and the room is a little bit flea bitten, a little bit deeply downtrodden, and it's not really beds so much as it is hay-filled mats on the floor with very thinly hay-filled pillow per each one, and no cover or anything. So you need your own, blanky poo. There is one little nightstand kind of off to one corner of the room, and that's it.
Are we on the second floor?
You're on the 3rd floor.
Third floor.
It
We
is
should-
very
it's
tight
so-
quarters. It's like
This is palatial.
This will be perfect for headquarters.
Kind of smells like
It's
home a little
beautiful,
bit.
yes.
We cut hole in floor, put pole, and we can slide down.
I
This
don't
is
think we
not
can
our
alter the
place.
building.
Not
We
gonna
are
let
not
us do
putting
that.
a pole in our room.
I mean, we could.
They do offer services though.
No.
I bet there's another room with a pole in it.
We should rent that room.
You can,
Also, you
but
don't
I don't
know.
understand.
No.
Need pull for escape, not dance.
See, I never
You're
understood why
Lysander.
people pay for it.
Get the fucking-
And
It's,
Lysander,
it's not that.
you know that she took you for a fool by charging you so much, right?
You did not negotiate.
2 coppers is quite reasonable. What are you talking about?
No.
What are you talking about? No, that's not even.
Okay. No. Pooping is free. Pooping always free.
It's gonna happen whether you pay or not.
Yeah. I am going to poop.
Truth. I think that's our first T-shirt. Pooping is free.
Pooping is a free action.
Yeah.
It's a free action. Oh,
Oh,
my
no,
God!
not
I'll be the
tubing.
first customer.
Pooping.
Yeah, pooping.
Pooping is free. There we go. Thank you.
Pooping
Closed
is a
captioning.
free action.
Lysander turns and leaves without a word.
And
Done.
Penelope just follows.
We're going to be held back by the prissiness.
Yes.
They really are.
What we need to do is we need to do what everyday people do, and that is gamble.
I was going
Why?
to stop crime and break up fights.
Why gamble? Why not gamble? That is my question to you.
I don't
I
want.
mean, do you want to cheat? I can make a dice that does what you tell it to.
I mean, I would never cheat. I'm a harper.
Cheaters never prosper.
Well, that's not true. But
No, it's totally fine to cheat. I mean, so long as it's in the service of greater good and not amassing too many power.
all right, you convinced me. I'd cheat. Yeah.
I want to see this bathhouse.
Yeah, let's go to bathhouse.
It's like a whole house with baths.
Let's
Wait.
go to the bathhouse.
It is
How
a
about
whole house.
how about
with
we
bath.
go to the
Yeah, we
quarry?
can go to bathhouse.
No,
Go to
why
the
would
bathhouse first.
I mean, that's kind of backwards. But
Maybe there's somebody starting fights at the bathhouse. You won't know if you don't go.
yes,
We go to quarry first, then bathe.
But nobody goes to quarry until evening. They're probably all people working right now. This makes no sense.
We've got time. We
I
can
am
go
very-
there. How far away was it? Did she say how far?
The quarry
Not
is here.
very- Eh,
Like it's just like we can see it if we go outside.
Well, it's at the very end of the town, essentially. Yeah.
Okay. We can go scope
The
it out.
bathhouse is here.
Oh yeah, we can just go like right around the corner and look real quick.
let's go to the bathhouse and then maybe
Look, it's on
find
the way back.
cows. I would like to look at the cows.
Oh my God, there are cows, right?
There are cows. We can
They
name
said
them.
so.
cows.
Yes.
We've got to
We
go
could-
look at the cows.
We can name them.
Well, if you name them, you get connected, and then when you eat them, you'll feel bad.
I
Do
want to
you?
be connected to these cows.
Oh.
I mean, I do, but you can give them names. Just don't tell me what they are.
Hector.
No, that you've already ruined it.
So I'm going to the tavern.
Okay. Right around
And
the corner.
Penelope's already we've already took off. Like we're almost
Yeah, like
we're
we've
almost
already
there.
split the party.
Yeah, good job. So we'll start with Penelope and Lysander. Penelope, sorry, I had to do it once. I've been so good, I haven't done it at all. We're gonna start with Penelope and Lysander, who apparently we're going to the. Did you want to go to the inn or did you want to go to the tavern? The Swinging Sword Inn is the nice inn, and then the Helmet High Sun is the tavern.
I'm thinking the Helmet High Sun.
Oh, I'm sorry. There was a nice inn.
Yes, I said there was a nice inn.
I couldn't hear you over the lunacy.
And your
Attention.
contact was even like, do you really want to go to that place? Why do you want to go to that place?
I
But
felt
we're all
like
like,
our
let's go to that
comrades.
place.
I felt like our comrades might like that and feel more at home.
Okay. You make your way quickly around the corner to the Helmet High Sun, which is literally right around the corner from you. It is a
nice.
okay building. It looks like it's just been well loved and people have been using it for a long, long time. It's a little bit ramshackle. But it is definitely made out of stone, like a number of the buildings here, and it's kind of your classic sort of swept top roof, sort of stone, fantasy Western Europe kind of building. Rusty metal grills cover the small windows on it, though. And the name is very clearly printed in large, simple letters on both sides of a wooden sign coming out of it. And atop the sign is a upside-down wash tub that looks like someone has attempted to hammer it into a helm.
Well, that surely only bodes good things.
Yes. Agreed. Let's proceed inside.
Sure.
Up
It's
to
actually
the bar.
very cozy on the way inside. It's a large, dimly lit, wood-paneled room. And then there's an open staircase that kind of climbs up to the second floor, which kind of wraps around and overlooks the first floor. On one side is the hearth. Directly in front of you at the other end of the bar is what looks like is the tap area with the bar itself. And then it looks like there's stairs that go back down there somewhere. And there are two people kind of standing behind the bar right now. One of whom is kind of this tubbier, jovial-looking gentleman, and the other one is this very rotund-looking, younger human, who is, kind of looks a little surly, but not over surly. And the more older, jovial-looking one goes, "Welcome! Come in, come in. You're new."
Hail and well met. Indeed we are. Just come off the road from Waterdeep.
Just passing through.
For the moment, yes.
Hold on. Take any seat you need. There's very light traffic. It's middle of the day. Most people are out doing life things. But there are a few people in here, including one gnome who's kind of sitting off at a corner by himself. And he goes, beer's 5 copper a piece. Good stuff. We've also got a nice lager. That's 3 copper a piece, not quite as good. And then a very heavy port. Very thick, full of cherries. Very nice. It's a silver bottle.
I would say 1 bottle for the 2 of us then.
Okay.
Agreed.
I'll bring over a couple glasses. I'm Garland.
Hello, Garland.
Nice.
I'm Penelope.
Nice to meet you, Penelope.
And Lysander. A pleasure.
Nice to meet you, Lysander. All right, have a seat. I'll get you some glasses.
You're far too kind.
Justrin!
Was hoping
Oh, yeah?
was hoping that you might be able to tell us a bit about the local goings-ons while we enjoy this drink.
Well, 1 second. Let me go get your drinks, and then I'll be back.
Of course.
Cool. Justrin! Justrin! Get them the port. Oh, fine. All right. And you see him go down the stairs back there. He comes back up a couple minutes later. Garland takes a couple of little glasses and the bottle, and he brings them over, and he kind of sits down, and he goes, I don't want to take up too much of your time, because you're here to drink. What do you need me to tell you?
Well, we just we're talking to Mother. What was it? Yolantis?
Oh, yeah,
And,
she's all right, I guess.
Well, she's a very lovely woman, at least
Yeah?
to myself and my associate.
Okay.
However, we were told of some lightning
Oh, yeah. Yeah, it's
and
weird.
some weird cows. Would you happen to know anything about the cows or the lightning?
I mean, I don't go much in for farming, but I know that cheese production's been down recently. But cows spook easy, so maybe they're spooked by all the weirdness that's happening out there. Like, there's been some weird lightning. We've had a tornado come nearby. We've never had a tornado in the valley
Tornado,
before.
oh my goodness.
Yeah. And we I don't know, it's just been weird. There was even an earthquake, I think. It was while I was sleeping. But we've never got an earthquake in the valley before either.
Could I make a history check to see if those phenomenon are common in this area at
Sure,
all?
sure.
Like if
Sure,
it
sure.
has a history of it?
Yeah.
19 on the die, 21 total.
No, not at all normal. Not in any way normal. Yep.
How have things been at the quarry? Has anything been happening there? Is business running as usual?
Now that you mention it, no, I don't know a lot of the details. I don't like the quarry people that much, and they don't come in here all that often. We just just a long.
I understand. We met several of them.
Yeah.
Who's the quarry master again? Would you happen to know?
Yeah, let me think real quick. This is why we have notes. Yeah, Meliko, I think is his name.
Meliko.
Yeah. Oh, her name. Meliko. Alberi Meliko.
Okay. So for this Mistress of the Mines, would you happen to know where her house is, or where she frequents, where we could find her, or is she just strictly quarry master? And then
her house is so she does business out of it. It's right by the quarry. It's up there at the end of the road on the left-hand side.
Okay. Thank you very much.
Mm-hmm.
That may very well be our next stop then.
I believe that must be.
All right. Smash cut. Oh, sorry. Smash cut 2. The quadrangle of craziness.
You're not wrong.
So we go look cows?
Bathhouse.
Bathhouse, then cows.
Bathhouse and cows.
Okay, lead way.
Yeah.
Okay.
So since we deliberated for a while, do we run into the two of them coming on the way?
Sure, for narrative perfection, let's say you're leaving the inn at the same time as they're coming down the street, and you all meet back up. Hoink.
Perfect.
Ah, yes. Excellent. We are heading to the bathhouse. Join us.
Yeah, we're just gonna check it out.
We're going to question them.
Okay, we are doing that. All right, fine.
I think
mean-
for the sake of reputation, how about we join you, just in case anything by crazy happenstance happens to go wrong at the bathhouse, because and
Possible fights we could break up.
exactly, Mr. Maracas, good job. So
Caracas.
Okay, not the
Carrick
name.
ass.
Caracas.
My lady, please
Caracas.
do not insult the very large half-orc. Thank you.
Not, but she apologized. She can speak Orcish, so she apologizes in Orcish and just is like, "I'm messing with you. I mean no harm." And
You never
she,
told me you spoke Orcish.
I have a lot of free time, and she proceeds to corral the crazies, and is like, "Come on, let's go to the bathhouse. We can go talk to the townsfolk over there. We can talk to the donuts maker as well on the way. We can do whatever you want, but we have intel about the quarry, and that needs to be our next official stop. We can side quest, and then we'll come back."
Okay.
Oh, it's
So-
Monday. I understand now.
Yes.
While we go, Lysander does inform the group that the barkeep managed to tell us that not only has there been strange lightning and earthquakes, but also a tornado was seen recently in this area. I know quite a bit about the history of the area around Waterdeep, and these phenomenon do not occur here. This is an entirely new thing.
Weird.
Wait, go back a moment. You were talking about the lightning?
The lightning and earthquakes and tornadoes.
Those are all
Can
things.
Victor make a nature check?
Yeah. So could Ro.
Yeah, it could. It's my first roll with my new die.
First roll with the new die.
That's a 6.
Nice. Lightning, yo. Lightning's weird.
That's a 10.
Lightning. You know that it's weird, Ro. You know
Yeah.
that is definitely not a thing that normally happens.
Pretty weird.
But beyond that,
For the sake of story as well, how much do we know prior to coming here? Like, do we know the town's history deep enough to really get behind it, or would that be
no.
something that I
In fact, your expectation was that you would insinuate yourself here as regular folk, or at least as people who are thinking about moving here in whatever way you would like to do that, learn about the place, do the Harper thing of gaining the information,
Okay.
Yeah. That's all part of
I
the.
was like, well, you know, your
the
girl's got a
deal.
history buff, so.
Yeah, and if you have history, you should absolutely feel free to roll on it because the Desrin Valley is close to Waterdeep. Y'all are from Waterdeep, so it's entirely possible you know stuff about it to begin with.
And I'm a noble ass nerd, so.
And you're a noble ass nerd.
$19 on die plus, where'd it go? 4, so 23.
Oh wow. Okay, so, this is a general history knowledge of the Desrin Valley and Red Larch, right? And not a what's up with the lightning, Eos. So it's an old ass area. Like most people don't know, like how old a lot of the ruins here are, but there have been people in this valley since time before time. If you go deeper into the hills, you'll still find some of the ruins of those elder places. But most people don't go up there because they don't have any need to. And many of those places have turned primarily to dust. The most important remaining thing from having been here for a very long time is an old monastery that's been here for quite a few years. It's what do they call that? The Helm. I just blanked on it. I'll get that information back to you on what kind of monastery it is. But it's an old sort of like religious site that's been here since anybody can remember on the far eastern side of the valley. You're essentially on the western side of the valley right now, and I can show you a map of the valley real quick too to give you an idea. Here we go. No. So you all are here. The other major village, the other major towns that are kind of near the valley are Tribor and Yatar. Yatar is actually a relatively large town, but Tribor is the other major market town along the Long Road. It's kind of like the northern gate, whereas Red Larch is the southern gate of the Desrin Valley. And then there's some more trails that kind of weave off to the east and west out of here. And somewhere kind of along the southern edge of the Somber Hills, the oldest still in operation thing that's been around for thousands of years is this place called Summit Hall. I can't remember exactly who runs it right now, but I'll get that back to you when I do remember. And yeah, this is a place a lot older than even a lot of the people who live here think it is.
When you say still, you mean like distilling?
What now?
You said still. Did you mean like distilling?
No, I mean still in
Or did
operation.
Oh, still in operation. Never-
Yeah, sorry.
Okay, cool. Thanks.
Yep.
Sorry.
No
just
worries.
curious.
And so we're going to Hylia's bathhouse and dress shop. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, this is the clothing shop.
It is one of the two clothing shops in town.
Gotcha.
But
Nice.
Hylia's is a dress shop. As you come up, it's a very nicely appointed stone house with gorgeously painted sort of red eaves and window thingies. What are they called?
Shutters.
Shutters.
Yes. That have this very sort of nice gold inlay in them. And very nicely hand-carved stone steps. And as you open the door, a little bell ting-a-ling-a-lings, and this smell of not overburdensome perfume comes at your face, and standing in front of you is a gorgeous 7-foot-tall, smiling orange tabaxi woman in a long blue dress. And that is where we're going to take our break.
Ooh, meow.
Yellow! All right, we will be back right after these messages. Boom, boom, boom. Thanks so much for hanging out with us today. If you get a second during break, you should check out one of our amazing sponsors. We're now proudly sponsored by Roll20, the best virtual tabletop for all your role-playing needs. Over 4 million people use Roll20's virtual tabletop to power their favorite games. And with more modules than you can shake a stick at on their new revamped storefront, you'll definitely find something for your group to enjoy. Sign up today by clicking the link below or heading to roll20.net/start/WTTP. Tabletop Loot is an amazing place to get your dice, dice bags, dice boxes, and more. And now you can get 15% off your purchase at tabletoploot.com by using the code WTTPDICE at checkout. Tabletop Loot. Your party starts here. While you're at it, check out our so awesome merch store, So Nerdware. So Nerdware is the place to find all your Welcome to the Party merch and other amazing stuff too. Head on over to sonerdware.com and use the code WELCOME at checkout to get 10% off your next purchase. So Nerdware. It's what the nerds wear. Devin Rue, the amazing mistress of maps, has kindly supported the channel since the beginning and provides graphics for many of our streams. Head on over to rueinc.com to check out some of the best fantasy cartography on the web. Our Patreon supports the creators and producers of the channel by providing Roll20 subscriptions, cost coverage for video hosting, and more. If you want to support the channel while getting podcasts a week early, gaming articles that are published on Patreon first, a shout out during our break, and more, head on over to patreon.com/welcomepartyrpg and throw us a buck or $5. And last, but certainly not least, help out the party. Subs and bits not only support the stream, but also every 500 bits or a tier 1 sub gives a player or DM of your choice a reroll or system equivalent, and every 1000 bits or tier 2 sub gives a player or DM of your choice a crit or system equivalent. Thanks again for hanging out with us today. The game will be back in just a few minutes.
Let's all go to the lobby. Let's all go to the lobby. Let's all go to the lobby to get ourselves a treat.
Delicious things to eat.
The popcorn can't be beat. The sparkling drinks are just dandy. The chocolate bars and the candy. So let's all go to the lobby to get ourselves a treat. Let's all go to the lobby to get ourselves a treat.
Oh, damn it.
Where's
Where's
Smurf?
Smurf?
Where's
We're
Smurf?
missing Smurf.
Oh my God, I forgot Smurf's not here. I brought us back accidentally, and Smurf wasn't here yet. So
Ripperino.
we were talking about the new Star Wars movie. We're a little bit mixed on it, and you know, it is what it is. It's a movie
haven't
that was
seen it
on
yet.
on the screen, and some of
It was
us
a
haven't seen
very
it yet.
fun movie to watch.
And no spoilers because we have two people in the game who haven't seen it yet. But hi, welcome to our new game. The reason we decided to run a new game, I actually want to take a moment to talk about mental health and taking care of yourself while we wait for Smurf, because that's my other big thing right now. Is I went through a pretty traumatic experience over the course of about 2.5 years. And I am just now coming to terms with it and dealing with it and unwinding it with professional help. And so I do not have the mental space to be running a campaign of my own writing, which is why I decided, and with the love of this group, to start a new campaign that was based on a module so that it could lighten my workload while I could still play with my friends. Because I love playing with these folks. As you can see, they're wacky and amazing and lovely and just great. So my moral of the story is, if you feel like you need help, get help. Because it sounds weird, but help helps. It really does. And trust your friends, because they're going to be awesome even when you go through rough shit. Not Russians. Or through Russians.
Love to go through
Well,
the
I'll be
Russians.
there for you
What's
if you
wrong
go
with
through
you?
Russians
And-
too. It's okay.
And so do your best
All the
to,
Russians you need.
to take care of yourself. And you get a whole new campaign out of it with people obsessing over things I didn't tell them to look at, but they decided to anyways. So that's super fun for me. Yeah,
Cows.
just make it up as we go.
Bats and cows.
And
Yeah.
you know the rules.
Yeah.
Can that be a shirt?
Ominous knowing it needs to be.
Can we
All
make a
right.
shirt?
So
Oh my god.
okay, we're back and we're just gonna start talking. Okay, so we were gonna go to the bathhouse, right?
We stopped
And
at
we-
the bathhouse.
Yeah,
we
we
just
just
had
walked
opened the
in,
door,
right?
and there was a
Yeah.
very pretty 7-foot tall orange tabaxi in a blue dress.
Yes. There was.
Your Majesty, this is like your kind of place.
Yeah.
My
Good.
kind of woman.
Smurf gets back right in time.
That's
We're
what
already
I'm
live. Smurf.
saying.
Hi.
Hi, we're live. Sorry, I
Hi.
thought you were back and you weren't. It's my fault.
No,
I'm
it's okay.
terrible. Okay.
Hi, everybody.
Hello.
I'm
Hi.
here. Hi.
We're at the bathhouse.
See, you were disparaging this place, and now you feel right at home, don't you?
Hi. So, Hialeah's is a very well-appointed home. In the large bay windows out front, there are a number of gorgeous-looking dresses. Kind of surrounding the front of the building are these half-cut barrels with aromatic herbs and flowers growing out of them. And as I said, as you walk into this gorgeously appointed, sort of like sumptuous sort of room with these very thick velvety red chairs and kind of gorgeous tapestries on the wall and carpets, there's just a woman standing there, about a 7-foot tall orange tabaxi, wearing a flowing, almost revealing but not quite, blue dress. Welcome.
This place
Are you
smells
here?
great.
Thank you. Are you here to
Hello.
avail yourselves of the baths?
Maybe.
Yes, please. My comrades smell like they're hermits, and
I am a
would
hermit.
Like, that's the point. And and I would like
Victor
to
is looking at a
soak
dress.
my feet.
Would you like... You do seem to be a bit road weary. Are you moving into town, or are you just passing through?
We're moving here.
Oh, well,
It's a
welcome
little
to
of both,
town.
but
How can it... I don't understand. How can it be both?
We're moving here.
we're moving here, but we are also here. Like we just got here today.
Oh, well, welcome to the town. I am
Thanks.
so happy you've decided to visit me on your first day here. I'm sure, as you said, you wanted to get the road off of you. Would you like private baths or baths together?
What
I'm
are
up
the
for
pros
whatever.
and cons of each?
The only one I will ever allow to see me naked is. Never mind. And
Oh,
a
scandalous.
private bath, please. A private bath.
Of course. We will be modest and discreet. And for the rest of you,
Public bath is perfectly fine. Also, the stitch work on this is exceptional.
thank you.
We just take our
Is it
stuff
your
off
one?
here.
The needlework on the wall is my own.
Do we just take our stuff off here?
No, you can distribute it and we will clean your clothes for you. It is 50 silver a person for the public bath. And one tub will fit the 5 of you. And that comes with clothes laundering. And it's a gold for the private bath. And that will come with a bit of a aperitif, if that's all right.
What?
A what?
A very nice drink.
Oh, I'm down. Let's go.
Oh,
So I'll give you all
Aperitif,
my
not
money.
a pair
Get me
of
drunk
teeth.
in a
There is a
bath.
huge
I was like a
difference.
parakeet? I don't understand.
Yeah, I heard that too. I was like, oh, I got
No.
a bird out of this?
I've never eaten parakeet before.
A kind of barely
They're not,
dressed
they're really small.
Goliath with blue tattoos across his chest kind of comes out, and the tabaxi looks at him and goes, "This is Grimbold. Grimbold, take the lady to her bath, please. You are muted."
She just giggles like a dork.
He puts out his arm for you and goes, "With me, if you don't mind, miss."
Of course.
And Grimbold takes you up to a very nice copper single-person's bath. I will have the attendants come for you, miss.
Did you guys see the vein on his abdomen?
I wasn't
I saw the
looking.
vein on something else.
What?
Well, this is happening.
And the rest of you, she goes, the public baths are down at the back. There's 3 rooms, each with a large wooden tub. You can choose which you'd like to be in, and we will make sure the fire gets stoked and the water warms up for you.
Nice.
Thank you very much.
Nice. And do we want to have any scenes here, or are we just having a moment of soak?
Of course, we're gonna have a scene in the bathhouse. Come on.
I'm looking in every room we walk past, though. Like,
Of course.
Well, each so you pass 4 rooms. One looks to be and the door is open on the first room, and it's on your right. And there's once again these nice red carpets and this like dark wood ceilings with kind of a white or wood walls with like these white painted ceilings. And the first door you see is open. Is obviously where she does her seamstress work. It's a bunch of dresses half made in there and a bunch of bolts of fabric and cloth and things hanging off the walls. You pass. There's another door opposite it, which is closed, and it says bath number 1. And then there's 2 more that say bath number 2 and bath number 3. And then there's a rear exit to what looks like a garden in the back.
Which
Number
one shall we
4.
pick? Number 4?
Yeah.
There's no number 4.
There's only
That's
1,
the
2, and 3.
outside.
Oh, well, then number 3.
All right,
Let's
you
do
take
number
number
3.
3. There are 2 attendants in there. One of whom is a human male, very dark-skinned, and he's kind of shoveling coal underneath what looks to be this large wooden tub. And he looks over at you and he goes, so you'll be taking this bath then?
Uh-huh.
Do you have a
Yes,
preference
yes.
on attendance? What would
What
make
does
you
that
feel
mean?
more, what would make you feel more comfortable?
No tenants.
No, we can have
Let's
attendance.
see,
Yeah,
it's,
all
That's
kinds.
fine.
Oh, all right. Well, I'll be serving you, as will Gisela. She'll be in a moment.
Gisela, that's a cool name.
Caracas just
Thank
drops
you.
trow.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, I'm not even waiting. I'm just.
Yeah.
Well, you four enjoy yourself. And Lysander's like lobby.
Okay.
I turn to face him as he leaves. I'm like, why?
Did you hair whip? Did you hair whip?
So the two will make sure that your bath is filled, that clean towels are there, and the water is a very nice temperature. There's a fire burning underneath it. There's kind of a copper reflector underneath the tub that allows the heat to emanate up without directly touching the tub itself. It's very nice. It's very nice. Even the 50 silver version that you all got was pretty okay.
Just a note, I guess, since we're here, what everyone would notice is Victor is just covered in old burn scars and like cut scars and tattoos that look like a series of formulae and just riddled with. He's just a mess.
You probably don't want to talk about all that right now, do you?
But I don't mind. I mean, this one is from when a boiler exploded.
Wow.
Oh, wow.
We turned it up way too high. It was really funny, actually.
That doesn't sound funny.
Oh, the rest of the goblins were really, really laughing. The ones of us that survived, anyway. Oh, so many people died. It was actually kind of sad, but at the same time.
What?
What?
People died?
Yes.
That's sad.
That
It-
is the definition of sad, yes.
Not really. It's apprenticeship.
The apprentices die?
I don't care what kind of
Lots of
ship it is.
times.
What line of work were you from? What did you do?
I'm a trained anthropologist.
An anthro what now?
Anthropology.
An
It is the
apologist.
study. It is the study of people and cultures.
Study of ants.
You apologize for people's cultures?
You don't
when
have
do
to be
something
sorry
wrong?
for that. That's not your
I mean,
fault.
it happened in the past. Why
No,
dwell
what?
on it?
What
Look
on
to the
earth are you
future
talking
now.
about? No.
I know what you mean. I'm just playing.
Oh, okay. I
I
didn't know
don't
if we were
know.
all on the same page. Okay, so basically, I go to cultures and I study them. And I learn from them as well. I learned all my artificing from the goblins that I was with for many, many years.
Can you explain that using smaller words?
He goes to different places and learns all he can about them.
Yes,
Oh. Do you read books?
lots of books.
Lame.
Not really. I mean, are you familiar with calligraphy? I do plenty of writing. You've seen me writing lots already.
He knows about books.
I'm very familiar with books. They are heavy and not worth their weight. Yeah, I mean, in currency, maybe knowledge, but when you try and distribute them on the black market, they are not worth very much.
Then you're not selling them correctly. I mean, you have to know the right buyers. It's very niche marketing.
You will have to teach me this market.
Sure, I can definitely do that.
I splash Kavi.
Ah, all
You ma-
three of
you-
you are very large men.
Yeah, you make Caracas laugh.
Yeah, I try.
I splash you again.
Not the face.
That's the only part that's above water, though.
It's very okay. No splash. It's very simple. So, I'm very worried about the cows.
Do you think they're being bullied?
Yes, the cows are probably being bullied by the earthquakes and tornadoes.
Well, we should go beat
The
up some
lightning,
earthquakes
the
and
red and
tornadoes
purple
then.
lightning? Like,
Man,
I've never seen that.
We need to beat up the
Depends what
lightning.
I mean, if you shoot copper into clouds, it could make it red.
But
I
why
don't know
would people
you
do
shoot
that?
copper into I don't know. It's very strange.
Yeah, we need to figure it out. Oh my, if we figure it out, then maybe they'll trust us and let us live here.
I wonder if they mine lots of copper. We can find this out.
Yeah, we just have to go to the quarry.
oh,
It's all coming together, y'all. It's all coming together.
Makes sense. Yes, I like it.
I feel clean.
I'm
Smash
starting to
cut
get
two.
a
Oh.
little wrinkly.
Penelope.
Raisin fingers.
You have as fun or as unfun of a time as you so choose.
Giselle.
Giselle walked the hell out the second y'all started talking.
Probably.
I don't. I think
Only what you're
There-
comfortable with.
This is now an NSFW stream.
Now,
I mean,
Warning.
The undertones have been there. It's fine. Obviously, she's a bit of a madam.
No, so she's just there. She's just getting herself kind of relaxed
Perfect.
a little bit and is just drinking and just starts
Okay.
talking to the Goliath and just like, so
Yes.
how's your day?
It was good, ma'am.
So it's just small talk and kind of getting to know him, kind of not, just kind of little things like, you know, how long have you worked here? What do you
2 years, ma'am. I have
So-
served
so-
many people.
No, I'm sure. Would you? We're still new here, so we're just trying to gather information about the town.
Yes.
Would you? Shut up, Judo. Would you?
Dingle dongle dangle.
Would you? I hate being the only girl. Okay. Would you, would you be able to tell me anything else about some of the townsfolk or the usual day-to-day happenings? As we got here about noon, so we don't know, the morning routine, the evening routines, like what?
Yes. Are you an adventurer? Are you looking for rumors, or are you just looking to know more about the town?
Just to gather more information, just anything and everything. I am a purveyor of knowledge. I like books.
Okay. Well, I have a note on this somewhere. There we go. I did hear one strange thing recently, along with all of the odd lightning
The
and
cows
earthquakes
and
and
the lightning and everything.
yes. There is out by Lance Rock some sort of plague, apparently. Some miner came through for a bath a few days ago and was babbling on about it. I don't know if it's true or not. Moo. 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 But other than that, the earthquake has been very odd, and the lightning, of course. A few caravans
How
haven't
long
made it
ago
through.
Did all this... Yes. How long did all of this start happening? Was
Well,
it
it's-
just recently, or I mean, I know you're still fairly new yourself. You said 2 years, correct?
Yes. Oh no, this season, really. Spring. We're in spring. It's the middle of spring. So maybe 8 weeks.
Okay. Well,
Yes.
what can you tell me about the quarry master? What was her name?
Oh, she keeps to herself. She's not very nice to other people. Treats her quarry workers very badly. I heard some rumors about some people sneaking around out there. I don't know why anyone would sneak around a quarry. There's nothing there but granite.
Oh. Treats them badly, you say? How?
doesn't pay them well and makes them work long hours.
How horrid.
Agreed.
Well, and she just chugs her drink and is like,
It was a
ready
very
to get
nice
out
mimosa.
now."
Yeah.
It was, and
Yes.
I'm
Fresh oranges from Baldur's Gate.
Nice. So, if you don't mind, could you turn around, please?
Yes, of course.
Thank you. She just gets dressed and walks out and runs into Lysander, just like, the hell are you doing here?
So when she runs into Lysander, first after he left, he's been using prestidigitation magic to basically go over himself and get off like the grime, the sweat, and everything. He uses his own. He uses his own spell work in order to clean himself. But while he's been waiting, he's like found a mirror and is like kind of like looking and like posing in it a little bit. And like trying to use the same spell to try and make himself look like as tall and as jacked as the Goliath, but it doesn't work because his magic doesn't fucking work like that yet.
What are you doing?
Nothing. I was practicing a new cantrip that I before we left. One of the Hopper Master. How was your bath?
It was lovely. I got to meet the gentle Goliath. Oh, crud! I didn't get his name. What was his name? What's your name? And just turns back around.
Grindel Spliff. I had a name before and I forgot it because I literally just made it up and didn't write it down.
That's fine. Grindel Spliff. It was
Yeah.
very nice to meet you. Thank you for the information. You were wonderful to talk to.
Excellent. It was wonderful talking to you too, miss. And at that point, the quartet comes out.
The quadrangle of crazies.
Yeah.
That needs to be
I feel
episode 2.
alive.
I feel slightly insecure.
Don't worry,
Smell
buddy.
Weird.
You don't need to be secure. You're funny.
Well,
Hashtag mood.
Who is that laughing?
The delay is
Itchy.
awesome.
Oh, is it Nishi? Nice.
Anyway,
so, do we all feel much better? Are we clean?
Oh, yeah.
You smell better. Let's go.
I agree.
All right, making your way back
Yes.
out onto the street, squeaky
Making my
clean.
way back to-
It's about 3 in the afternoon now. It's spring, so the sun is still high. What's your next place? What's the next place you're going?
So Lysander will actually suggest that despite the quarry having goings-ons that we can go investigate, he will bring up that the constable probably would know about any sort of strange folk that have been seen. We also heard about a bandit attack on a caravan, and that's probably the purview of the lawmen here. So,
Yeah, I would have said the same thing, but you said it first. Good job.
well, great minds.
Yeah. I like my mind. It's pretty good.
That someone does.
So we should
Let's
probably
go.
do what we were mentioned in the first place, which is go and get in good with the law and then move
Mhm.
from there.
Okay.
Yep.
yes.
Sweet. Yep. All right. So, you were told that the office of the constable was out past the butcher's, and the butcher's is right here. So, as you come back down the street to the south through the crossroads, there are 4 exactly the same looking buildings, all sitting right next to each other. The first one is a butcher's. The second one is a tannery. The third one is a poultry shop. Oh, the one across the street, I'm sorry, is the poultry shop. And then at the very end, there is a homestead that appears to be where the constable works out of, as it says constable on a little thing.
That is an indicator.
That is an indicator that there's possibly a constable there.
Possible constable.
Door's currently closed, but it looks like there's folk moving around inside.
Should we go in?
We should knock.
If it's a place of business, you can enter when it's open, right?
Is it a place of business?
You probably knock first. It's no, wait, never mind. I don't care about that. Walking.
As you walk in, leaning up against like a half-size bookshelf, talking to a half elf is this kind of very bulky looking gentleman, mid 50s, very graying beard, kind of gray at the temples, wearing a vest, a white shirt, a black vest, white shirt, black pants, and what can only be described as a cowboy hat. He looks over at you. What can I do you for?
What's the name of the person that we met when we first came here?
Hold on, that was last
Zayla?
page. Valavo.
Balivo?
Valavo.
Yeah,
That's the one.
That's it. Valuable.
Mentioned that you might need help from people moving into town.
Yes. People like us. Strong.
I mean, strong people who
Wow.
can work around and save the day.
Upon occasion when we need to.
You.
I
Well
fixed
done.
the sign.
Good job, bud.
Thanks.
If you have problems with bullies, let me know.
And me know.
So, Mr. Valivo sent you over here. What's your business in town? You're here to just help do things? You're adventurers looking for adventure?
Yes.
No,
I
we're
mean, yes.
moving into town,
Well,
remember?
Yeah, we plan on moving in.
This is now our home. And we will defend it.
Making this really weird.
That is very
sir.
intense. That's very intense. Well, here's the thing. I'm a bit short-staffed. And,
That is convenient.
I am very short.
I'm tall.
And these are the staff.
I don't
everybody
use a
can make me a
staff.
perception check as well.
Sure. Natural 20.
Nice. There's a 16 to 17-year-old girl hiding under the windowsill outside listening in.
Who's that?
Stealthily, Lysander will make his way towards the back to go around to
Why are you
basically catch
leaving?
her in the act.
What's going on? Why are you leaving? We were just in the middle of a
He's
conversation.
probably
He's
probably
I-
gonna talk to that little girl that's out there.
What little girl?
There's a girl outside of the window. She's
Somebody is listening to us.
The Hallberg runs right over, like walks, strides manfully right over to the window, looks out, grabs this 16-year-old girl by the head and just pulls her up. Pell,
That's
what did I tell you about listening in? I just wanted to. They look like adventurers. Yes,
We are.
They are. But I wanted to meet them because they're gonna stay. Adventurers who are gonna stay. How cool is that? Pell,
Hello, small one. I'm Victor.
Hey,
I'm
I'm not
Cavi.
small. I'm a grown adult.
Same. But I'm
Yeah.
small.
believe it or not, he is. He really is.
Hi,
I'm
you're all
24.
a menagerie. No
Yeah,
offense
we
or
are.
anything. Lysander, you come around at this point?
I mean, that's
And you see her being held
it
up
works.
by her head. Because everyone else said he was out there. And your sneakiness is to no avail as you try to be under the table. They're all like,
Yeah.
right there.
I know. That's just teamwork. Makes
Yeah.
the dream work, yeah.
Hey, it's episode 1. We'll figure our teamwork out.
We'll figure it
Oh yeah,
out.
absolutely. So at seeing this, Lysander kind of like walks over and pokes his head back in towards facing the constable, going, "Would you like to unhand the child?"
This is my very close friend is this person's mother. She runs the hennery right over there. Pell hangs out here a lot, trying to get into trouble and do things that adults do, which she probably shouldn't do. Come on, this town is so boring.
How old
I've
are
had a
you?
lot of fun.
Have you been to the bathhouse?
I'm not allowed.
Why not?
For good reason.
Did you at least? What? Yeah, I mean, it's kind of adult. And she blushes.
She's too young, man.
But I thought you were an adult. Did
I'm
you
an
not just
adult. Like,
work-
I'm an adult. I can go adventure. I even know how to use a sword. But I'm not ready for.
Bet.
If you can't go to the bathhouse, you're not an adult.
Let's go.
Did you at least tell them about the ghost? I didn't tell them about
There's
any
a
sneaking.
ghost.
There's a ghost.
There's no ghost.
Calm
Pell,
down, Cavi. It's okay, Cavi. It's okay.
Pell, go back to your mom's. We'll talk about this later. But I want to go back to your mom's. We'll talk about this later. Yeah, fine.
Later.
Where do you live?
Oh,
creepy.
I'm right
That's
across the street.
Cavi.
Pal,
We're having this conversation.
leave.
Excellent.
And she,
Before she leaves,
yes,
I cast message
yes.
so that only she can hear, and I explain we are staying at the board. No, I don't say that.
Well, now I have to do a side quest
No,
with
no, it
cows.
just says-
It's just like we've Chekhov's gunned the hell out of ominous cows and everything
really
cow
have.
related. At this point, there
really
just
have.
has to be something with cows, or there's no payoff.
Cow
So there will
emote.
be.
There's
Yeah.
none. Okay. So I cast message and I tell her we are staying at the boarding house in town. If there's anything that you know, come find us later.
Is she allowed to respond?
Tell
Yes,
no
you
one.
get to
and
respond
tell
with
no
I think
one.
it's 20 or 30 words.
Can reply in a whisper that only you can hear. Yes, she can reply.
Oh my God,
No,
this is so
that's
cool! Did you cast
sending.
magic
She
on
can
me?
just-
Oh my God, this is so cool! Did you cast magic on me? I will totally come talk.
And Lysander just like holds a finger up to his lips and brushes her off.
Oh yeah, no, that was through message.
Yeah, I know,
Which is
but
why
I'm
it's stuck.
saying,
Okay.
yeah, I'm saying that he's like down low, kid.
Okay, now you're obviously good with kids. I like that. Makes me trust you a little bit more off the bat.
I was a child once. Recently.
Everyone was a child once. What was your name
No.
again?
Kavi, recently though, I was a child.
Okay, Kavi.
Like, yes?
Yes,
Yes,
Cavi.
Kavi.
Kevi.
Kavi?
Kevi.
Kavi.
Kavi. Kevi.
Kavi or Kavi. Either
Kavi.
way.
It's short for caviar.
Oh my God.
I mean, it
Okay,
was. My parents were fishermen.
great.
I think. I actually don't know. I'd never met them.
I never met him either. It's weird.
So I'm. Do you normally give your whole life story to people you've just met?
No, only when I'm
That's a
nervous.
ramble.
Cavi does.
Sorry.
Yeah.
Kavi, it's okay. You're not under arrest.
Yet. I mean,
Okay, so
Yes.
hi.
Hello.
if Valivo says that you're looking to make a name for yourself, I'm willing to throw a little work your way. We've had some caravan go missing. We think there's bandits south of town along the Cairn Road.
So we've heard.
Probably not more than 2 or 3 hours walk. There's a stretch of road that has a number of high hills with woods dominating the western side. That is where the ambushes have appeared to be happening, so if you're going to be looking for evidence, that would be the place to go. If you can get these bandits, whatever you kill, you get to keep. And for every proof of a dead bandit that you bring me, I'll give you an extra 2 gold.
Would you say these bandits are bullies?
Well,
Constable?
they kill innocent people and steal their things, so yes, I would say they're bullies.
That's like the definition of a bully, yes.
It's like
Let
the
us
definition
go.
of a bandit.
It's like extremist bully. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a bully who
Good.
got bored.
We will not stand for this bullying.
No bully.
Good. If you can pull this off and none of you die and the town doesn't get hurt, we can talk about some more work. All right?
What if one of us was to die? Could the rest still talk about work?
We'll see how things go down.
If one of you dies, then we get to keep them. It's in the rules. He just said so.
Y'all are killing me. Just.
No, no,
Then
no.
we would get to
Bullies.
keep you. This is not the conversation we were having. I thought. I'm confused.
Okay.
Please give us the task, sir. We will be
That is the
happy-
task.
Yeah, we're gonna go check out
Go
Yeah.
stop some bandits from capturing people and come back if we survive. Yes, it's simple.
Let's
Go-
get the bloody hell out of the building and before we give this man a migraine and he regrets his decision.
I'm
Let's
already
call them
kind of
what they
regretting
are.
it.
I am
Nice.
with that. Let's go.
We should call them what they are. Bullies.
Yes.
Yes.
Let's
Or
go stop the
bandits.
bullies now.
Bye. And you
See you
exit.
later.
Yes.
I think that went well.
Okay. You hear the clucking of chickens from across the street. at the Henry.
What's that sound like?
Cow.
Chicken sounds great right now.
Dude, chicken sounds so good right now.
Heard Dickin.
Oh my god.
I love a good chicken.
Oh my god. Yes. Yelsies. What happens next, team?
South.
We're going
got
over
the
to the
bandits.
chickens.
Let's go.
There was a
Let's
couple
go
of
on our-
different things. Some people said go south. Some people said go talk to chicken people. What's happening?
I
You
say
got
bandits.
Yeah.
Four
that's-
leads
that's
Let's
right
take care of the quest
interesting.
at hand. We can take care of our random little side quests, our interests later. We need to take care of these bandits now if we are to gain the trust of the people. And I am sorry for the ambulances; they're like right down the street.
Can't hear it.
I
Don't even
hear
worry about it.
anything.
I what?
To the bullies.
Yes, we
Okay.
will take care of the bullies.
Tally ho, friends.
Back us.
Telly, yo. Okay.
Leo.
You have that cart. Your one asset right now is a 1-horse cart.
Oh,
Ah, but do we have a wheelbarrow?
No, you do not have a wheelbarrow. You have a 1-horse cart that you can take out of town.
and a cloak.
And you actually have an Armageddon cloak. An Apocalypse cloak. Is it an Apocalypse cloak? It's an Armageddon cloak. Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
So we'll go with.
Yeah.
So
you
we
can
go to
have
the
that town.
bandits.
Yeah. So you make your way south out of town. Okay. I love this module because they have maps for everything, and I'm a big map nerd. So let's go to the out of town map. You will see nothing. What?
Wee moo wee.
Oh, that's good. Yeah. So you are here.
Bing.
They told you somewhere south along the road here, maybe 6 or 7 miles outside of town, on the Cairn Road,
Okay.
are some bandits possibly.
Let's
How
go
would you
get
like to
'em.
approach this situation?
We should pretend that we're helpless travelers, and then when they try to bandit us, we say, "Nah."
Yes, I can bait them. I am a master baiter.
Yeah, we know. You shouldn't go telling people that; they'll get the wrong impression.
Oh my god, it got it right this time in the
It did, it got it right this time, yeah. Okay.
Order.
So, taking your cart. What's your horse's name?
Chauncey.
Chauncey. Chauncey Philippe
Mm,
Hermano
Babieca.
the Fourth. Yeah. It got Hermano
Gary.
right. Wow. Not the second time it didn't. The second time it got your mother. Okay, sorry. I also am a little transfixed by closed captioning at the moment. So let's move on. Taking Jean-Philippe, what was it? What's his name?
Chauncey.
Chauncey Philippe down the southern road. At first, you're surrounded for the first mile or two. It's farmland. There is a cow farm over the distance. You can smell it more than you can see it, and it's kind of one of those ones that's up on the side of a hill. If you've ever seen those where all the cows are kind of standing at the angle, this is a relatively hilly part of the world. But then as you continue to move south, the hills start to climb up a little bit more, and there's no ominous mooing, but there is some ominous caw, 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 as a hawk
not a
flies
cow.
overhead. That was not a cow. That was something else. And you make your way to the area about within visual range, we'll say, of the area described by the constable. You're not within any sort of engagement. There's nobody attacking you yet. You have the opportunity to decide how you want to tackle this encounter quest thing. Somewhere out there in the wilderness are bandits. They have attacked people right up there. What happens next?
Would it make sense to, if we know that they attack people over here, we swing around to the outside and investigate and see if we can find traces of bandits?
If we can see them, we don't need to look for traces.
You can't see them. There's nothing to see yet.
Can we smell?
No. I've given you no information because you haven't told me other than that is the place that the captain said. I've given you no additional information because you were telling me how you want to approach this problem. how you went to gather information. And
So do we want to bait them? Or do we want to just hide and wait for them?
I would actually say that drawing them out would be better. We would
I
then have the
agree.
advantage.
I can stealth up, and then I can cause a scene, and then lead them this way.
Well, do we not have a cart? If we could portray ourselves as a caravan that they've attacked before.
Do we have like a tarp or a blanket on the back of the cart?
you could have
Oh,
brought
yeah.
one with you if you want. Yeah.
Yeah, maybe we should do that and pull it over top of us.
Yes,
And
and,
it-
I will drive the cart, and I am small, so they think that I am an easy target.
Good plan. Good plan.
The rest of us can hide in the back of the cart. When they move to attack, we leap out and take them by surprise.
Yes. I
I
will
like
have
it.
a code word, which I will say that means that you spring out and attack.
Oh, what's the code word? What's it going to be this time?
Something that normal people don't say every day, but isn't so outlandish that it couldn't be said.
Masturbator.
No, I don't know how that would go in a normal sentence.
How about Caracas
How
save
about-
me?
I am a masturbator.
I don't.
When they come running at you,
know,
you're just like,
now that I
wait.
hear it out of somebody else's mouth, I don't think I should say that anymore.
I told you. See, I got you.
What if I said something like a vegetable?
Turnip.
Turnip.
even Penelope's just, what the fuck?
It is simple. You say your cart is full of turnips. And
We are
then-
wasting.
The code word will be
Don't overthink it, dude.
cabbages.
There you go.
Okay,
Fine. That's great.
so who shall be leading the thing that my brain completely forgot what it's called? The
Caravan?
cart. Thank you.
He's gonna.
I'm going to
Cobby.
drive the cart.
Cobby's gonna drive it. We're gonna hide in the back.
I have proficiency in land vehicles.
I don't.
I do not either.
I do. I do.
Yeah,
Okay.
but you're more scary than him. No offense, Cobby. I love you, bud. But he's
What
more
if-
scary.
What if you all hid under our tuck here,
Yeah.
or at least the big old orc, and I go up front with Coffee because they're more likely to attack a woman.
Are they?
How do you know that?
I don't
Stereotypes are a
think.
thing.
I don't think they would
And-
attack a woman.
Well, if I look small and meek, I would. I
Mm,
may be 5'10", but I do have a girlish figure. Thank you very much. So
That is true. She does.
she just shut the fuck. She goes. She just takes her little prissy ass and just sits up front because she's like, and like hell, am I going to be buried back there with them?
They're freshly
We
bathed.
just bathed. We smell great.
They smell like
still
lavender.
You
All
still
of
have
us bathed
testosterone
except
and
for
whatever orcs
Lysander.
need.
So I mean, come on.
Juniper and gooseberries.
It's okay. It's okay. I will take one for the team. I will sit up here. Kavi, let's go.
Okay,
I
but
think it's gonna be fine.
Fine.
It will be. Be careful, my lady.
Okay.
Yes, my lady.
yes, my lady.
I bow really deep.
Yes, my lord.
I fell.
Yes, my lord. Job's done.
As you wish.
Love you. As you wish. Okay. What? What?
Really quick.
What?
What is the local? What's the word I'm looking for?
Color. What?
No,
Produce.
Climate?
Climax?
ruler in this area. What would they be considered?
Oh, like a baron?
Yes, a
Uh,
baron, a governor, a count, or
no one really rules this area. Like, the thing about the Sword
Nice.
Coast is it's not a feudal society. It's a bunch of mercantile cities connected. Like,
Yep.
it is capitalism, right? It is like it is libertarianism
Oh,
run amok.
no.
It's a bunch of cities that just run themselves. And well, I guess it's not libertarianism run amok because that
somehow
has to do
get
with social
along.
strictures. But it's capitalism run amok, right? It's a bunch of trade towns. It's none of them. There's no king. Like the person who runs Neverwinter isn't in any way beholden to the person who runs
Baldur's Gate.
Baldur's
or
Gate.
anywhere else.
what holds them together is like the Lords Alliance, which is kind of this loose affiliation of different lords that all meet together. So politically, there's not really a head outside of the major cities. Each of the towns have their own kind of thing.
In that case, Lysander,
Yes.
in your most officious voice, I need you to say, "Halt in the name of the Lord's Alliance."
Right now.
Yes, right now.
Halt! In the name of the Lord's Alliance.
That's
Perfect.
good.
Thank you. And
Am I auditioning for something?
You got
no,
the
but I will
part.
be using this in a moment.
Don't have a couch.
So what he's doing is he was writing that as he said it, and then picks up a rock and wraps that paper around the rock, and it seems to just like meld into it.
Okay. Oh, fun. Yeah. I know what you're doing.
What manner of sorcery is this?
It's not sorcery, it is science. We'll deal with this in a bit.
I trust you. Against my better judgment, but I trust you.
It's
Okay.
a clever distraction.
Now, you make your way into the ambush area. What's everyone's passive perception? Or, let's start with this. Everyone hiding under the tarp, make a stealth check.
This is fine. It's great.
I
Dirty
am
20.
so well hidden, y'all.
Okay, so I got a dirty 20. That sounds good.
Yeah.
They're never gonna find me down here. I
What'd you
stay as
roll,
loud
Ron?
as possible.
Okay, Victor got an 8. Ro? 1. Caracas?
20.
Nice!
Yeah,
Lysander?
I was a dirty 20.
Okay.
6.
6. Okay.
We're so well hidden.
So, and Penelope, you're actually sitting up there with Kavi, right? Okay. So the two of you, you can give me perception checks.
$17.
You are muted, Penelope.
22.
22. All right. Both of you notice a group of 4 bandits on one side, up kind of in the tree line, and a group of 4 bandits on the other side, kind of up in the tree line, looking down at you. And they seem to be trying to give each other hand signals, and they are about as stealthy as, like, Ro's arm is, like, out of the tarp. Victor's got, like, a boot out over here. Lysander, what did you roll? Oh, you were fine, right?
6.
Oh, 6. You see, like,
No, I was
there's
not
this
fine.
weird pointy bit that's like Lysander's sword that's kind of sticking up out through the tarp. It doesn't look like there's boxes or under there. It looks like there's people hiding under there. Yeah. And they seem to be signaling each other that that's what they're seeing.
It's a beautiful wonder that we found these bodies on the trail that had so many fine magical wares. Isn't
they
that right, woman?
Slowly start slipping behind the hill to where you can't see them.
Yes, it's quite a lovely afternoon.
Afternoon. It's definitely afternoon at this point, yeah.
I was like, crap, what time is it?
Afternoon is a favorite time to travel. The lighting is just fine in the sky. Sight distance is incredibly limited.
Why don't
They're
you?
never
What,
gonna see it coming.
Kavi, what are you
They are
attempting to
terrible
do?
at this.
I'm trying to make it seem that we're super fucking weak and that they can take our shit.
Make a deception check.
15.
Penelope, make a deception check.
Thought so. 17.
Nice. And then one of them, as you go, these wonderful magical wares, kind of stops and goes, signal to the other guys, wait a minute. All right, you down there, halt.
Ah! Please don't take our things.
If you give us your stuff, you can leave peacefully. All the wonderful magic bits.
Doing so good, Coffee.
It's too small for me. You'll have to come get it.
Yes, and I'm too weak and meager to even begin to help lift these boxes that are on my right.
Right. Take
Yes,
Grimbus
right.
down with you. All right, so take Grimbus down with me. And 4 of the bandits come walking down the hill with a giant bear.
All right, lads, get ready. Get ready.
Wait, did he say a bear?
Yes, a giant black bear.
Oh, we don't see that. We have no idea.
None of
It's
yeah,
under
no,
my
you two see
Hard.
that.
How would you see that?
Yeah, we have no idea.
Okay. There's a mana potion.
What's he look like?
Wait,
He's
I'm
very
sorry.
handsome.
How
Oh,
close
wow.
were they to us?
They're about 100 yards on either side, and they're kind of coming down this big hill, like walking down the grassy slope with their bear friend. Swords drawn, and you see up on the other hill bows pointed down at you all.
All right, lads. There's men coming on both sides. A big brown bear or black bear. What color is the bear? Doesn't
Black.
matter. It's a black bear.
A bear?
Shh, 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 shh. And there are men up on the hill that have archery things, and they will probably shoot. So get ready. Once they're in distance, I will say the code word. Shh, shh.
50
I-
yards.
I start to peek a little bit, just a little bit.
40
Please,
yards.
please. Okay.
Do I see the
30
bear?
yards. Yeah,
30
you do see
yards.
the bear. It's a big old black bear.
That's a
30
big
yards.
Bear. Y'all, that's a big bear.
20 yards.
I pull my hood up and I look at
10 yards.
Ro,
Yeah, go ahead.
and I pull down a black leather mask over my face.
Weird.
Oh, please only take
Ready.
the magical bits. Please don't take our cabbages.
Roll initiative. Roll initiative. Everybody roll initiative.
That's okay.
Hey,
Hey!
Hey!
Natural 19, so dirty 20.
Hey, there you go. Natural 19, so a 22.
I got a 18.
18 for Kavi. Okay.
Oh, great.
I got a Caracas, a Lysander, and a Penelope left.
Mine's already,
Caracas
excuse
got
me.
a 5. Sweet. Penelope and Lysander.
Penelope got a 23.
Penelope. Damn! Y'all! And Lysander?
15.
Okay.
Damn you!
Sweet. Okay, so at the top of the round, this is not a surprise round, obviously. Everybody kind of knew something was going to happen, and they were ready for it. Is Meg, or is Penelope. So to set the scene, 4 bandits about 10 yards away from you, so about 2 movement. This is going to be theater of the mind for this combat. We'll have some that are tactical map for more dungeony thingies, and then for quicker combats like this, we'll just do theater of the mind. So about 10 yards away from you, or about 10 feet-ish. It's like 15. So like 3 steps away from you are 4 bandits and a black bear. About 100 yards up the hill on the other side in the trees are 4 more bandits with short bows who look like they're about to shoot at y'all. What do you do?
So what the fuck?
Yeah, no, we're going to
Sorry,
ban that name immediately.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah.
There we go.
Are they
Okay,
actually...
got it.
Okay.
Merp.
Oh, I think that would actually ban... how do I ban that name? Hang on. They don't type it.
I'm on it. It's fine.
Thank you.
You work on that, and we'll.
Naughty.
Very much.
But welcome, Elvin Scoundrel.
Yeah, we like you.
You're great.
You're good people. There is.
Okay.
You're over
So what are you doing?
there. Okay. Sorry,
You can-
I'm trying
Yep.
to glare at map.
Sure.
All right. So she had her swords like down back behind her on the thing, so she just quickly grabbed them before the moment. And so she grabs her short swords and just kind of gets them ready and goes to move towards. That's not the right tab. That is towards 1, 2.
First day with new characters, yay!
Yeah. 1, you said it's 2 squares, or it would be 2 movements to get to
It's a movement. It'll take half your movement to get there, essentially.
Okay. So do that, and then just kind of swing the right sword to try and hit. Yes.
Get it!
Yeah. Does an 18 hit?
An 18 definitely hits. As you run up to one of the bandits and...
And then 7 damage.
And you cut him across the chest. Oh, God! He kind of, like, leans back from it a little bit, though, and you only get a nick of it. But he looks to be on the defensive. Jack, anything else? You got a bonus action and half your movement left. Nothing?
I think for the other one, because if he moved back, it's just like a step back, right? Like he didn't actually like shift back.
He didn't actually. He narratively kind of dodged out of the way.
Okay.
Hit points as you know.
As he like dodges with this side, his left side's exposed, so she swings with the left and goes to hit him again.
Okay, it takes your bonus action, and remember, you do not get your strength bonus, or are you a dex fighter?
Dex fighter.
Dex fighter. So remember, you do not get your dex bonus to hit.
Yes. Okay. And then 16.
Oh yeah, 100%.
Yes. And 5 damage.
How do you take this guy out? This is the first kill of the game. Congratulations, Penelope. How self clap. How do you take this guy out? And do you choose to kill him, or do you just knock him out?
I kind of just try to severely wound.
Okay, severely wound will kill.
Well, okay.
Because you have sharp stabby bits, right? So you're either like, I'm gonna hit you with the back of this and knock you the F out, or I'm going to dismember you into pieces.
Nah, murder.
Okay.
So she'll go and since his left side's what's exposed, then she would just swing up and aim kind of as a swooping motion would come up and hit him in the neck.
Nice.
And just slice on that that vein.
As you kind of come out across, there's this gout of arterial blood that sprays over the 3 compatriots to his left, who will go, and kind of back away from the blood, and then kind of look at you and kind of steel themselves and go, he killed Billy! Or she killed Billy! And they're gonna, like, yeah.
Oh my God, they killed Kenny.
Jack! Or Victor!
Victor is going to roll out of the cart and under it. Because there's archers involved.
There are.
So under there, and there are
3 baddies and a bear on the left-hand side. 100 yards up on the right-hand side, 4 archers.
Yeah, going to cast Fairy Fire on the group of 3 baddies and bear.
Okay, that'll give everyone advantage to hit them, is that correct?
Yes.
Okay. How does that happen for an artificer? What do you do? What is the artifice-y, bobbly thing you do?
They're going to reach into one of their pockets, and they're going to pull out a tube that has a string on the back of it. And they're going to aim and pull on the string, and they get covered in glitter.
And there's this explosion of glitter over them. And it's like this, what the? And now everyone will have advantage. As long as you hold, because it's a concentration spell, right?
Yes.
Okay, so as long as you hold concentration on it, everyone will have advantage.
1 second.
And you use your movement to get under the thing. Than. I will
They're
get
about
names
30
right.
feet away, you said?
Yeah, they're about 15 feet away.
15 feet away, and then the archers are about 100
yards. So about 300 feet. Yeah.
And are they just on one side, or are they surrounding us?
No, the archers are just on one side.
Okay,
the
I'm
melee
gonna get
came
out
down
of the
one
cart
side.
on the opposite side.
Yeah.
So that the cart is in between.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
I'm going to go up to where I'm within 10 feet of the with the bear and the others. Would you say they're all within like 10 feet of each other?
I would say 2 of the bandits and 1 bear are.
Perfect.
That is the
In
most
that
10 feet you
10-foot
can get.
area,
Yeah.
I'm gonna cast Earth Tremor.
All right. What does Earth Tremor do?
So they have to pass a Dex save of 13.
That's probably a no. Might be a yes. Okay, a Dex save of 13 or?
And if they fail, they take 1d6 bludgeoning damage and are knocked prone.
Well, they all take 1d6 bludgeoning damage and are knocked prone. So there's 1 standing bandit, 2 folly over bandits, and 1 folly over bear.
Perfect.
Yeah.
That's great.
Who each took how much damage?
1d6 damage. So
Roll me a die.
that's 6.
Nice. As the earth kind of like shakes around them, and like juts of stone kind of come up, and I sprained my leg. One of them falls down. The other 2 fall down. The bear goes, I sprained my leg, and falls down. Cool.
Sweet. And then I'm
Kavi.
just gonna
I'm sorry, go
hide
ahead.
behind the cart where the
Yeah.
archers can't get me.
Give yourself cover. Right. Kavi.
How far away are the archers from me?
300 feet.
Damn,
Sorry.
that's far away,
I know.
but that's okay.
They're not stupid, yo. They're kind of smart.
I'm gonna pull out my short bow and I'm gonna shoot one of the other bandits that's much closer.
Okay. They're 15 feet. And one of them's prone, so you have one of them is standing, and that one you do not have disadvantage against. But the prone ones you have disadvantage against.
But then they have fairy fire, right? So then.
But then they have fairy fire, so you don't have disadvantage. So it's a wash.
Okay, so the one that's standing up, I have advantage
It's all a
on?
wash.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Oh yes, you have advantage on the one standing up. That is
Cool.
correct.
That's the one that's gonna get shooted.
Sweet.
Yeah.
Shoot him in the face hole.
You can do it, bud.
21.
Yes.
And 13
13 points. How do
points.
you? So tell me how he dies.
Um,
That is literally exactly the hit points.
Cavi like steps up on the top of the like the seat on the cart.
Yeah.
Knocks an arrow and kind of like looks at the guy on the ground and then like snaps his shot to the guy that's standing and just drills him straight in the eye socket.
And he falls down, lifeless.
And then look to use my movement to get
Yes.
underneath the cart.
Okay. Hiding from the arrows. Lysander.
How many are left?
There are 2 prone bandits and a prone bear on the melee side, and then 4 ranged shortbow bandits or longbow bandits up on the hill.
What the hell? Okay. I am going to go after one of the prone bandits to just knock that out as quickly as we can here.
Okay. So already lost
So,
6
okay.
health.
Yep, advantage to hit
Mm-hmm.
as Lysander charges in. Rapier
Technically,
drawn.
double advantage, which isn't a thing.
It is not, but it's
No.
19 on the die, so
That's gonna hit.
5 piercing.
Okay, still up, but there's a as he can't roll out of the way of your stabby bits.
Then, if he can't roll out of the way of my stabby bits, I will use my bonus action, and I will wave Penelope on, going, "We've got this! Let's finish it!" and give her one of my bardic inspirations.
Nice, and it's a D6 Bardic Inspiration level 1, right?
Yes, it is.
Okay. Penelope, you feel bardically inspired. You have a bonus D6 to use on any D20 roll for the next minute. But it is now the bad guys go. All right, so, okay. So out in the open, we have Penelope, Caracas, Lysander, and Kavi, Ro, and Victor are all hiding. Is that correct?
Yeah.
Okay, so first bow attack against Caracas. Rolled a 5. Second bow attack against Lysander. Rolled a 3. Third bow attack against Penelope. Rolled a 12. What's your AC? Nope, you're muted.
Not anymore.
Yeah. Was it?
No,
It's
I'm
16.
not, though. It's on. I think the sensitivity is just being weird again. It's 16.
A crossbow bolt right by your ear and lands next to your foot, and then the last one will be against you as well, and this one will hit you. As a crossbow bolt sinks into your shoulder from behind, you take 2 points of damage. Okay, the ones near you. The first bandit gets up, who's pretty hurt and is coming after Penelope, because you're right in front of him, and rolls a 17 to hit, and takes a slash with, it's got kind of this wicked-looking scimitar, and terrible close, doing 5 points of damage. The second one is going to run up to Lysander and take a swingy poo, and do have AC. What is your AC, Lysander?
You are muted.
14.
It hits you as well. He's going to slash that thing across your gut for 5 points of damage.
Ouch.
And then the last one, the bear, is going to get up and just 15 feet at Kavi and kind of reach up and kind of slam its paws down on the front of you.
I'm under the thing. Is that still happening?
Break the cart.
It'll try and
Make
break
them fight.
the cart? No. It will try and swipe underneath the thing.
Okay.
Wait, would you make a perception check? It rolled at 13. Is that fair that it knows some folk are under there? Yeah?
It was on the ground for a minute.
Yeah, it was laying down, so he
Well,
was at
and
eye
he
level.
That's true. It
Bears
was
have
laying
a
down.
higher sense of smell, so they would.
Yeah. I'm gonna allow
know.
it. As he's laying down, he looks and sees like 3 of you hiding under there and goes and starts like swipes under there a couple times. The first one will be at Kavi, but rolls a 7. The second one will be at Victor and rolls a 13. Does that hit Victor?
Nope.
Nice. So this attack of claws and teeth is coming under the cart at you all, and you're able to kind of scrabble out of the way as it is now Caracas's go.
All right, first thing I'm going to do is bonus action, rage. And then I am going to run and jump on the bear's back
Nice.
and yell, "Bully, your days of tyranny are over." And I swing down on him with my axe.
Love it.
It is going to be a 12.
Just hits.
All right.
Yay, level
That
1.
is- yeah.
Yeah.
So it's a D12. Ooh, 11 plus total of 5. So that is a total of 16 damage.
In one blow, how do you take this thing out?
Just yelling that at the top of my lungs. Your days of tyranny are over. Just jump on his back and just put the axe right into his head.
With a sickening right into the center of his skull, there's the cracking of bone and the seeping of brain as this bear that you were riding for just a moment limply falls to the ground, and you're able to step off with verve and aplomb. Still have a bonus action and movement.
I'm done. I raged.
Okay. Oh, yeah. Back to the top of the round with Meg. Meg, you're currently looking at 2 bandits near you and 4 bandits up on the hill.
She turns to the ones that are near her and just is kind of like, oh fuck. Okay. And just kind of like Naruto runs with the swords and just kind of like goes and runs to like swing and cross basically to try and hit both of them as she
Okay.
approaches.
Make an attack on both. Remember, only one will get your dexterity bonus.
Yes. 17 on the one with my left
Hit.
and 15
Hit.
with the yes.
Let's roll damage.
6 plus 3 on the left, so 9.
Killed him.
And thank God, 3 plus 3, and then this one gets the mod, right?
Yeah.
Okay, 9 on the right.
Killed him. Yeah, no, they're both down. In this whirl of blades, you're able to slice through both of them, and arrows flying down around you. You are in the center of this combat. victorious against at least the dudes on the ground. Jack, Victor, I'll get character names, I promise.
Victor will look around, and that's all of them over there are dead now, right?
Yes, there are 4 up on the hill.
Let me see something.
About 300 feet is your range.
So where we are, is there any kind of a... It's like a very open, like, gully, basically? Or is there any twists and turns near us?
No, not really. This is actually a pretty good ambush point for them. That is why they do it here. You've got about 60 yards of road on either side of you before there's any turn or anything. And then you've got these 2 sort of grassy hills coming up. The one on your left-hand side, there's no trees on top of it, but it's where the melee guys kind of came over, looked over, and charged down at you. And then on the other side is where that copse of trees is that the crossbowmen are hiding in.
And that's 300 feet away.
Yes.
All right,
It's 100. Yeah, it's a football field up a like 45-degree angle rolling hill of grass.
Yeah, I think the smart move is gonna be stay right there for right now.
Are you holding your action?
Yep.
Okay. Fan. Row.
All right. Hey, so there's no more bear?
There's no more bear.
Is there anybody over here?
No, it's just the archers.
Just the archers? I can't touch them. They're 300 feet away?
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're using range smartly.
I'm gonna like step out for a minute.
Yeah.
Like for just a second. I'm gonna point at all the bodies and just be like,
I like that. That's
and then slip back behind them.
Yep.
And that's it. Yeah, just gonna taunt him.
Coffee.
All right, I'm gonna shoot at super long distance.
Do it.
Let's do some dumb. Disadvantage. I rolled 2 9s. 9 plus 5 is 14.
You literally see the arrow kind of wiggle in the air as it thunk, lands on one of their thighs. Ah! You hear echoing off the hill.
For 7 damage.
Ow! Not dead, but, did some damage. Anything
so
else?
When Victor sees that, Victor's going to take a crossbow shot too.
Disadvantage. Oh, no, wait. Crossbow's 360 feet. That's absolutely within range. For long. No, it's disadvantage. It's absolutely disadvantage. Sorry, I was looking at my stat. Yeah, it's disadvantage.
Okay. 22?
Hits? Yeah.
I rolled a nat 20 at 17. Let's see. 4, 6, 7 damage.
Another one of them goes, ah!
No, aiming for the same one.
Ah! Falls down, died. Lysander.
So it's just the archers 300 feet away, right?
Yeah, 3 of them left. One of them is now a pincushion.
Yeah, I guess who has like no range options whatsoever. That's fine.
Right.
Fine, we're good. I am going to close the distance, my entire movement, 30 feet.
Okay.
The entire way, Lysander is kind of like pumping himself where he's been struck, going like, "Get it together, Feryx. Stay in the fight," and cast Healing Word on himself. Wow, really? Well, no, that's fine. 4 HP back, so almost back to where he was. And then at the end of my movement, because Healing Word's a bonus action, I take the dodge action.
Okay. Cool.
So
you take the dodge action.
Yes, so they have disadvantage to hit me.
You kind of get down and you're duck dive dodging and weaving as you move up the hill.
Yes.
And then it's the bandits go, and they all start to run away at full speed back into the woods. And as pursuit begins, perhaps for the rest of the bandits, that is where we're going to end tonight's game.
Yay!
First session of a new campaign.
Yeah.
Weird, but cool. Y'all are amazing. I love you so much. That was great. Let's go around and get thoughts on the first session of A Storm of Four, our Princes of the Apocalypse campaign here on Welcome to the Party, starting with Don Jago.
What's up, people? So once again, I am just guesting here. I'll be around for 5 weeks-ish.
5 weeks, I think, yeah.
5 weeks-ish. Yeah, that's more than enough to make an impression. I loved this. This was actually a lot of fun, despite it being like super short notice of like, hey, just throw characters together, and everyone has made amazing characters that are extremely personable and extremely just like performance driven. I love it. It's great. I'm really, really looking forward to seeing where this goes.
Me too, Jack.
Hey everybody, I am Capcheck, or at Captain J Cross, and oh wow, we have made a rogues gallery indeed. Yeah, for just, hey, we're doing this tonight, make some characters. Holy hell, I love everyone. Oh, and I feel so bad for Meg and Jago having to be the ones that, keep us on a rail of some kind.
Right.
But also, the minute combat started, that's a well-oiled machine.
Yeah.
So, hey, that's pretty good.
Yeah, it was pretty great. You all are murder machines, and I love it. It feels like we've got the bases covered pretty well right now. I feel okay with this group. It's relatively survivable. Dan.
Hey, what's up? I'm Dan. Dan Rand everywhere on the internet. And man, this was, like a last minute, let's throw this together. Let's do this. And like we changed which module we were going to even do.
Yeah, I started prepping for Curse of Strahd. and then I started prepping for Storm King's Thunder.
Yeah.
And then we did this. Yeah, that's true.
And so for us to just literally throw this together, and my intent was just to throw the complete opposite of any character I've played out, and it works, and it's
going
great.
well so far.
And you can tell that we've all played together before, because like I said, when we got into combat, it was just everybody knew their place, everybody knew what they were doing, and boom, and it was I am really looking forward to getting into these people. I love it.
Me too. Meg.
Hello, I am Meg. You can find me rambling about in the Discord. I'm actually probably the one person that straight up just voted for this. I was raised around Buffy and the vampire-esque life of a 13-year-old being surrounded by Twilight, so I'm vampired out. And so I was just like, yes, open world murder hobo. I can do that.
Yeah.
So I wanted to stick with the fighter class just because it's something I'm working on with Eloisa, and it's a class I've never really played before, so I wanted to just kind of keep navigating and figuring it out. I love it. This is the most talkative character I've ever played. For those of you that have been watching, I'm usually the mute in the background. And I kill when I need to. And so getting used to that character switch is definitely interesting. But I am excited to see where this goes. And the quadrangle of chaos is about to give me a migraine. But yeah, we'll get there. We'll get there.
Yeah.
I'm excited.
Mr. Chris.
What's up, everybody?
I would like to note, I spelled your Twitter handle properly this time.
Oh, yes. No T.
No.
Got it.
Just
Nailed
FYI. Nailed it.
But Caracas has got 2 A's instead of an ASS at the end.
Oh, does it? Okay. I like Carrick S. That's fine.
Carrick S.
It's like I get to curse without cursing. It's great.
Well, then, I am, again, the Chris Herzog, spelled correctly today on all social media. Judo Killer here on Twitch. It was fun to throw things together super quick. I've never played a Barbarian. I've NPC'd a couple of them as a DM, but I've never got a chance to play one. So I am excited to play that and see how Caracas interacts with the rest of the group.
Yeah.
And that's it. And I do have a website. If you're
do?
interested. Yes. If I am a jiu-jitsu and MMA instructor by trade. If you're interested in that kind of thing, you want to check it out, I do have an instructional-based website. It is www.zogopedia.com. Capture that.
Got
Did
it.
it work?
It did.
Expedia.
What?
No, I was looking at the actual capture on the screen.
Oh, yeah. Oh, Great Jax, thank you for the sub. Love you. Boink. All right, and last but not least, Smurf.
Hey, you can find me on the internet at DSC Smurf. There's an underscore after the DSC part of it. I stream a lot of D&D. Tonight was awesome. It was super last minute. I built my character in 15 minutes before we went live because I had to work all day while everybody else was throwing their stuff together. On my drive home, I literally just talked to myself in different voices, trying to find a voice for the character. And I'm so sorry that that's what I chose.
Oh, it's fine.
That's amazing.
But that's what it is, and we're gonna roll with it. It's super fun.
I loved it. I thought it was great. I want to take a moment to shout some folk out before I do my thing. So, K-Girl Plays, Shadow Mark, MK1713, Paco War, Grey Jax, Laughing Koala, The Silver Tree, not that name, that's naughty. Who else? Space Prism, Sasquatch, and Elvin Scoundrel. Thank you all for the follows today. Great, that's a lot of follows. Holy crap. Go team. Grey Jax, and Michael Wayne, and Michisaurus, and Smurf, thank you for the bits and the subs. We love you so madly. The support is much, much appreciated. It keeps the channel rolling. I've been Throck, your Dungeon Master for the evening. I'm the co-founder here at Welcome to the Party, and we're starting our full new season. Is it next Monday? I'm terrified. Is it next Monday? I think it's next Monday. No, it's the Monday after next. It's a Monday after next. So we're still technically on winter break. This is like one of 2 games running right now, but our full 7-day schedule starts Monday the 6th with our one-shot show Side Quest, which is all sorts of different games, including D&D, every Sunday at 9:30. But you should come check it out. We've got
Monday.
I said Monday, right?
Isn't
What did I
there a
say?
Sunday? Isn't there a Sunday game?
There is, but the season starts on Monday the 6th, and so the first Sunday game won't be till the day after. The week after.
Yeah, the following.
It'll be the 7th game, whatever. But yeah, we're gonna have a full thing out there. It's gonna be great. Right at the moment, you can find me on our Queen's event. We're just wrapping up our Mouse Guard game, and then once a new season starts, I'll be playing in our Rifts game on Thursdays at 8 p.m. Eastern. And it looks like I'll probably be running a Deadlands game over on a very good friend of ours channel, Devil's Luck Gaming. For where we ran Shadowrun last season, I'll probably run Weird Wild West campaign this season for them. So that'll be super fun. That's where you can find me right now. I have a significantly smaller schedule. I was running or playing in 5 games last season, and I'm kind of trying to bring it down to 3 total games for the week to kind of help with this stuff. So thank you everyone who came out for our premiere. Thank you everyone who gave bits and followed and all that stuff, and who has followed us now into our big old season 2 journey as we continue doing our best to platform LGBTQ and gamers of color across here. And in the middle of January, when we launch our new channel, New to the Party, which will be all about helping people learn how to stream and giving them a place to do it. It'll be great. And it's going to be actually run by Capjack down there, Michi, who's in chat, and one other person. So we got a bunch of stuff happening over the next month. Keep a watch out on Twitter. Keep a watch out here. We'll have a ton more announcements coming up. Thank you all so much for hanging out. We're going to go raid our dear friends at Swordsfall, who is actually streaming right now, so I thought we'd go say hi. I think he's playing Poe, but Swordsfall is a game designer, an amazing guy. Or I'm sorry, Swordsfall is an amazing guy, game designer, very successful Kickstarter recently for his own system in his own world called Swordsfall. It's awesome. We're going to go do that now. So we love you very kindly, and we're going to be out for the evening. Have a good night. Bye.
Bye. Bye. Bye, everybody. Bye. Yay.
And wrap.